and I meant to go ahead and write in or send a video thing that was going to say something about after Ferris Bueller's sister got out of the Charlie Sheen situation and before Johnny Castle went to Roadhouse, they got into Doc Brown's time machine, went back in time to 1963 in the Catskills.
Yeah, there you go. That is about right.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
That soundtrack, though, you guys, it's a banger. I'm not gonna lie, it's a banger, but it's so not right for the movie. Like, the actual.
Your point is really good, though. She's the same age in both those movies. In Ferris Bueller and in this movie, she's a senior in high school.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
That's how acting works.
The soundtrack that they put out to the public has a heavily 80s flavor to it, with the open of Be My Baby and the close of In the Still of the Night by the Five Satins.
Oh, I thought you were going to say White Snake.
Still of the Night.
Are you hot?
He's so hot.
It's warm up here too.
It's warm? Oh, okay. We could do the thermostat thing. I haven't had to touch the fucking thermostat because it's been so goddamn.
Whoa.
I'm loving the NSYNC shirt there.
Fernicitaceous in here. Those are my word of the day calendar.
Oh yeah, it's 73 in here, guys.
Oh,
that's what behind my knees.
That's what it's like. That's what it feels like at other people's houses.
If I can ask you a personal question, how's under your breasts feeling?
Not bad, because mine aren't that big.
Okay, they don't have to be big though to just.
Well, they don't
lean down on you.
I mean, they don't hold much underneath. It's just
okay.
I mean, gravitationally speaking, I'm doing all right.
And that's what I meant. Gravitationally, scientifically speaking, only.
No, it's
no augmentation.
No augmentation.
You're doing two kids, no augmentation, and you're doing just fine.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Good for you.
But it's
would
behind
you say then? Would you say then that she has great natural boobies?
She's got great natural boobs.
Okay.
I like you in bad pants, no makeup.
That's Jarrett's. Yes.
Yeah. That's a Bowling for Soup song. It's called Normal Chicks.
That's why I've never.
Wow, that was very much. Oh, good for the beginning of it.
Oh, good for you.
All right, Jason, how you doing, man? It looks like you're getting all moved in. You're looking great. Texas A&M. How'd you guys do this weekend?
Whoop. They won again. So had they not screwed up 2 games earlier, they'd be looking a lot better, especially after beating Bama last week.
I'm trying to figure out what that sound is. Oh, it is? Okay, that's fine then. Okay, all good.
Yeah, there's a joke I get to tell. My mother's from Alabama, so there's a joke I get to tell about once every decade, which is, what do the Aggies and the Moon have in common? So they both control the tide, but only every 10 years.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. When I was a kid, it's really funny. Me and Gary have talked about this on my other show, but I learned Aggie jokes when I was a kid, and I had no idea what an Aggie was. Like and honestly, and here's the thing: nobody fucking write in or try to fucking cancel me, but like it'd be like there's an Aggie and a Pollock. I had no idea what either of those things were. Like no idea, or why they're supposed to be dumb.
So that's a Texas thing because I went to A&M as well. But in Louisiana, they have the exact same jokes, but the setups are Boudreaux and Thibodeau. Right, so always Thibodeau's the stupid one, and Boudreaux's the smart, and that's so. I think
what just happened. I don't know it.
Joke setups for Aggie jokes.
I don't know. You're really quiet, by the way.
Well,
Oh, there you go.
I don't have any control over that except where I put my mic in relationship.
Talk like a man
to my mouth.
Yeah, talk like a man.
I get intimidated by this. You don't.
God damn it! Oh no, I'm sorry. Gage Strickland, what's going on, man?
Nothing. I was trying to get home in time, but it wasn't going to happen. So I pulled over, and now the wife's going to drive, and I'm going to do this on the way home.
You guys, you got married over the weekend.
Why?
I did.
I mean,
congratulations, man. Yay. Hold on. Okay. Very good. Good job, man. Yeah, I can't believe you found somebody that would marry you, but it's fucking amazing.
And she can drive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so we know she's at least 16.
Definitely a plus.
I didn't say legally.
All right, we
That's
got a
true.
little bit of a delay with you, Gage, which is fine. You're mobile or whatever. So I'm going to try not to talk over you. So when I ask you something, I will try to pause. But let's get into this game, guys. It's good to see y'all. Glad y'all are here. And man, after an insane week, I finally had an insane day of working at the house, and I feel almost caught up today. So I'm excited for tonight. It's gonna be fun, and thank y'all for being here. Let's do this, Sean.
And now, Jared Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jared Reddick.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good to be here. Welcome to 5 questions. Appreciate y'all being here. We're, of course, as you know already, talking about the movie Juno. And did you know? You just knew?
I had an over under.
Yeah. Did you?
4 minutes.
How long it would take me to do it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Juno.
Coming in hot tonight. We have our official academic scholar of the Jarrett Goes to the Movies podcast, Dr. Jason Aylesworth and Kidney Pete are here. 25 attempts, 15 wins, all 10 of his losses due to a coin flip.
Very punctilious.
Yeah.
that record.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Okay. Word of the day again, eh?
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Also playing with us tonight. Hi-oh, ding ding. Jay Palladino, everybody, is here. 2 attempts, 1. You're batting 500, bud. Batting 500. That's got to
Better than I would be on the baseball field.
There you go. All right. By the way, I had this thing the other day, and I'm sure you guys have heard about this because it's the shot that rang out the goddamn planet. But they had a thing the other day at this golf tournament that me and Derek and Gary and Mark did for Rent-A-Center. You had hit a marshmallow off a tee. And I mean to tell you something. I knocked this motherfucker into oblivion. Like that thing went like real far.
Did it bounce into the $9,000 couch that you?
No,
paying
you don't. It
for
didn't. It didn't.
84 months.
No, it didn't do that.
Okay.
Anyway, I fucking knocked the shit out of a marshmallow. I'll tell you that much. All right, guys, and of course, joining us from the car, newly married to his lovely wife Wendy, who is driving. No relation to the fast food heiress.
Sir, this is a Wendy.
That we know of. Well, I just saw her. Wrong color hair. Definitely not her. Unless that's been false advertising the whole fucking time.
Mhm.
Unless you like Wendy.
I hope not.
Hi-oh, ding ding. Gage Strickland is here, everybody. He's going by the name God Damn It tonight. God damn it, Gage. All right, guys. Now, Gage, are you able to write down or no? Or are you going to have to answer first? Okay, great. He's got a Post-it.
I posted.
He invented Post-its. All right, guys. Get ready because this is going to be a really fun round. I'm super excited to do this. And here we go.
With a new theme song.
Oh shit! Hold on, we can't go. Hold on. First of all, we got to do this.
3, 2, 1.
Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Kidney Pete Memorial Celebrity Tiebreaker Question of America Awareness Pro-Am Question. All right,
So
take
good.
it away, Eric. Good job, Sean. Sean's enjoying his work. He's over here just dying.
too.
laughing.
It's good to have professional satisfaction.
100%. Yeah, you get that shit on there. It's like the first time that the gang all heard the computer go, "That is something Jarrett says," and they were just like, "What the fuck? Like, this is terrible."
I mean, if I didn't do it now, we would be waiting another month for it.
Got it. Okay. All right.
All right. Well, Pantera wants you back. How many Spotify streams does Pantera's most played song, Walk, have as of 2:31 p.m. Central Time today
Ooh.
when I looked it up?
All right. How many
Spotify streams.
Spotify streams
Does Dallas's own Pantera's
Mm-hmm.
most played song "Walk" have
Yep.
as of 2:30 today?
All right, guys. Now that is now this is a very difficult one. We know Pantera as being one of the biggest metal bands in the world still to this day. Walk being a huge.
Walk like a man.
And that's not it. Read, spit, walk. Are you talking to me? No way, punk. All right. All right, let's go to Jay Palladino. Jay, how many Spotify streams as of today does the song Walk have?
151,057,678.
Okay, got that, Eric?
Got it.
All right, Jason Aylesworth, what's your guess?
I went lower, 28,600,000.
Okay, Gage Strickland.
I went way higher. I went 800,000,085 or boobs.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Well, those have been noted. That we will go back to those if we are in need of a tiebreaker. Couple of music questions coming your way. In the movie Juno, what band did Mark say that his really tight band opened up for back in the 90s?
Good question.
Thank you. What band did Mark's band open up for back in the 90s? Back in the 90s was a time. All right, Jay Palladino, what you got?
The Melvins.
All right, Kidney Pete. I'm sorry, Jason.
I swing and a miss. Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Whoa.
Okay. God damn it.
I'm gonna go with NSYNC.
All right. The answer, of course, is the Melvins. Good job, Jay Palladino. A lot of indie rock references on this thing,
Gives them so much cred.
and some terrible bands like Sonic Youth. What a fucking horrible band. All right,
Sounds
guys.
like noise.
Here we go. In the movie Juno, at one point, we see Mark and Vanessa painting the nursery. What very, very influential grunge band dons the top of Jennifer Garner's shirt?
Oh,
Oh,
wouldn't have noticed that.
What very, very influential grunge band
oh,
is on Jennifer Garner's shirt? It's her paint shirt, apparently.
Huh.
yeah, because it's not that important.
No, and it's got some paint on it.
Right across her boob.
Right
It was
on
like
the
somebody
boob,
just
yeah.
rolled it across.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because the prop people were like, "Oh shit, we can't give her a clean shirt. Somebody just
Put it right on her boob. Let's draw more attention to those things.
there." I did it.
All right, Jay. No, I'm sorry, Jason. What you got?
Alice in Chains.
All right, Gage.
I said Nirvana because I don't know.
Great guess. Jay Palladino.
Alice in Chains.
Yeah, it's Alice in Chains, guys.
Also a noted pornographic actress.
Jay with 2,
Good old Alice.
Jason with 1, and still bringing it up the rear, but it is his wedding week. Gage Strickland, everybody. So very, very exciting there. All right, guys. Another music question for you. In the movie Juno, Mark is surprised to hear that the song that Juno puts on for him is All the Young Dudes by what band?
Yep,
That's right.
I know this one.
All the Young Dudes by what band?
Name checked in a
All the
REM
Young Dudes
REM song.
Michael Jackson.
doing the ludes. All the Young Dudes. All right, guys. Gage, what you got?
I actually don't know that one. I know it was covered by a band called the F Ups, but I don't know who did it originally.
All right, Jay Palladino.
Mott the Hoople.
All right, and Jason.
I took a guess. The Stooges.
It is Mop the Hoople.
Whoa.
Mock the hoople and the game of life.
Great guess, Jason. They did talk about the Stooges quite a bit. Joey with 3. Dr. Jason Aylesworth with 1 and Gage Strickland with 0. I think you guys are probably hoping by now that I would move on from the music questions, but we're not. We're going to do at least one more. The band I mentioned earlier, Sonic Youth, is terrible. I one time saw Kim, the wife of the other guy, Thurston Moore, at a vending machine in Japan, and I was surprised by how tall both of them are.
Were they getting women's panties?
No, they were actually getting treats.
You can do that.
Their children were there.
big
Oh, yeah.
Well, those are also women's panties. And I mean, those are the same thing.
Snacks.
Treats.
Yeah, treat. Oh, you're right. You're right. All right, guys. What cover song? No. They performed a cover by what brother and sister group that was played during this movie? So Sonic Youth, their cover was played, and it's a cover by a very, very popular song by what brother and sister duo or group? It's a cover song. All right, Jay Palladino.
I said the Carpenters.
All right, Jason.
Vinnie, we miss you. Not an effing clue.
Okay. Wow.
He didn't watch this.
And then Gage Strickland, what you got?
So you cut out during the end of the last question. I was going to say the White Stripes, but I didn't hear the entire question. So.
Well, you can always ask me to repeat. I'm sorry, the White Stripes is not correct. Next
No,
time,
no, it's okay. You guys
ask me to repeat.
you were already given the answer, so I don't want to steal an answer.
I'm feeling your strategy here. The answer, of course, is the Carpenter. All right, guys. Still anybody's game. Jay with 4, Jason with 1, Gage with 0. Again, anybody's game until the very, very end. And this is my 5th question, which will be the last one from me. Thank God. All right, guys. Here we go. One more music question. Here we go. In the movie Juno, most of the soundtrack is by what band who is Don't sing this song. Don't ask this question. Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay, never mind.
Don't do that.
Never mind.
I'll cover that.
Okay, never mind. I like how you just tell me not to do it. I like it. That's great.
Appreciate it.
In the movie Juno fills Beaker's mailbox up with what? And this is not.
You can fill.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
a euphemism.
Not a euphemism for for a cum dumpster.
Well, that's already been done.
It has been done. You're right.
You can fill my mailbox with anything.
It's a female box.
All right, guys. She fills his mailbox with what? And how many calories are there? I'm kidding. Gage, did you hear that question?
I did.
What's your answer?
Tic Tacs.
Jay?
And it's 1 calorie.
Orange Tic Tacs.
All right. Jason.
We're going to play the strategy. Fruit Stripe Gum.
Wow, interesting. I like a strategy. I think they were actually cinnamon. I believe they were red. No, they were orange?
They're orange.
Okay, on my iPad, in the parking lot of where my son was working out, they were red.
She says.
She says.
Yeah, she says they were orange because it was tangy.
Yeah, those are good, though. I just used to chew those when I was a kid, just like pop them in and go for it. Anyway, Tic Tacs. All right, guys, here's where we're at. Jay, you've got 5. Dr. Jason Aylesworth with 1. Gage Strickland also with 1. And it is now time for
Eric's off on attention game.
Juno's soundtrack heavily features music by noted singer-songwriter Kenya Dawson, who is also known as one half of what noted New York City anti-folk indie duo. What a well-crafted question that was, too.
Mm-hmm.
Juno's soundtrack heavily features music by noted singer-songwriter Kenya Dawson, who's also known as one half of what noted New York City anti-folk indie duo. That is question number
That's
6.
exactly what I was thinking.
That is Jarrett on his iPhone. That is.
What? They're writing down. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. Okay. Jason.
I actually wrote down notes about the plot of the movie. Obviously, I was wrong, but I took a guess. Salt and pepper.
Okay. Gage Strickland.
Dawson's Creek.
Okay. Jay Palladino.
I said Indigo Girls.
None.
Yeah,
of
none
those
of
questions are
correct.
correct.
Yeah, Moldy Peaches.
Moldy Peaches is correct, Jared
Yeah,
Reddick.
that's right. Because I got it right.
Yeah.
By the way, Jason, since when do I actually ask questions about the movie?
I know. I should know better.
I guarantee you, if and you're usually a good note taker, but I guarantee you, if Tony Romo was on here right now, his copious notes, he would have known all of those.
Yeah, he would have predicted the questions already and told you which ones you were going to ask.
All right, guys, here's where we're at. Jay, you got 5. Dr. Jason Aylesworth, you have 1. Gage Strickland, newly married, you also have 1. That does mean that we are going to have to break the tie, Eric. We're going to have to break the tie between Gage Strickland and Jason the Doctor and Kidney Pete. Sorry. I'm sorry. I started thinking about something else. Actually, I was thinking about you being on your phone now.
I got a FaceTime from Kelsey, but I can't imagine why. So I was trying to make sure.
Maybe your
everything
kids are
was
doing
okay.
something cute as shit.
Probably your daughter is flipping because she wants her dad. Well,
okay.
You know,
Right.
Can't blame her.
Yeah.
Because that guy is awesome.
Yeah, that dude rules.
So,
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I mean, I don't know. If we're talking about who Doctor and Gage, well,
Yes.
one of them was about 600 million off, and one of them was about 200 million off. Meaning that the winner of our tiebreaker is Dr. Jason Aylesworth at 28,600,000. The correct answer is 221,900,000.
So Jay would have won that as well, actually.
My
So
goodness.
Jay on a fucking roll tonight. All right, well, here's what that means. It means Gage, though it is your honeymoon week, and we are very, very happy that you're here. You unfortunately are not going to go forward. But you did not get the least amount of questions wrong tonight. So let's try to be glass half full people, you know? Jason, this is weird. You find yourself on the other side of this thing.
I don't know what to do here.
Which doesn't ever happen. Normally you are sitting where Jay sits, not in that same room, not in that same empty, just cavernous.
Yeah, but look at those vacuum lines. That's what I noticed.
Yeah, those are pretty badass. Man, that looks like a really rich person's yard back there. Okay, guys. Jason, you're going to get a chance to answer Sean's super hard question. If you get it right, you win. If you don't win. You're not a loser, but you didn't win, did you? Jay, all you can do is sit back, bask in the fact that you kicked some fucking ass tonight, and hopefully you come out a big wiener. Here we go.
It's time for Sean's questions, the 7th question, and sometimes it's hard.
All right, Jason. 2 categories. Purple stuff, penny saver.
Let's go penny saver.
Penny saver. The family in which Juno chooses to adopt her baby is found in the penny saver in the newspaper. Next to what type of animal, according to her friend Leah?
Oh, boy. I see Jay Palladino shaking his head like he knows the answer.
So I believe it's the exotic birds because she said she wants a parakeet.
That is correct. Wow. Wow.
What a way to lose.
Jason taking Jay's 500 winning streak away from him and adding to your own arsenal of wins with now 16 wins. Well on your way to that 4th winner's plaque, my friend. And what a match tonight. Very, very hardly fought. Jay, you stuck in there to the end. I don't know what you looked like the Pittsburgh Steelers in the first half of last night's football game is really how it looked. And then here comes the Seattle Seahawks, only it didn't turn out quite the way that it did for me last night, and I apologize for that. Gage, great match today. Congratulations to you and Wendy. Jason, congratulations on your win. Jay, congratulations on almost sweeping Jared Goes to the Movies 5 questions. And thank you guys. From the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate it. Could not do the show without y'all. Y'all be good.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Can you just give me?
Yeah, go ahead and do your thing.
It's fun getting to the bottom of one. It's fun getting to the bottom of one. White Mountain Cooler, keeping it light, cooler, crisp and refreshing. It's got the taste that's always right. It's fun getting to the bottom of one.
Original and new orange. It's time. Time for a credit card that gives you a better deal.
The Discover Card.
With the new Discover Card, you don't have to pay an annual fee. In fact, we pay you with money back on everything you buy. Money you can apply against your balance.
Always tomorrow, that's right tomorrow. The Discover Card puts money in a whole new life.
From a member of Sears Financial Network. Look for more information in the mail or in national magazines.
Clint Eastwood and his son Kyle.
Boom.
They're stepping out.
You'd like to go down to Nashville with your old Uncle Red?
Living life on the edge. Passing down a legacy.
Gonna sing at the Grand Ole Opry?
And fighting for a dream.
I don't think you have any shells in that shotgun. You want to bet?
It's an unforgettable network television premiere.
That's the life of a country singer.
Honky Tonk Man. 1 week from tonight.
Why change a good thing? That's what I asked when Oldsmobile redesigned the Delta 88. Oh, then I drove it. Wait till you see how it handles. It's front-wheel drive, too. But inside, plenty of room to stretch. Our Delta 88 is the family car that didn't forget the family. Some things never change.
Borrow the car, Dad?
Some things never change.
6.9 financing on new Delta 88s. Finance rates will be higher as length of contract increases.
Irons are now Black & Decker. Travel line that goes in style. Keeps you fresh pressed every mile. Black & Decker. A self-clean iron, you can't go wrong. Nothing else will work as long. Irons are now Black & Decker. And here's a line, if you leave it on, it goes beep, beep. And if you don't return, nothing's gonna burn, cause it turns itself off. GE Irons are now Black & Decker. Black & Decker.
SOS introduces a glass cleaner that really works. Glassworks. Glassworks made with vinegar instead of ammonia cleans better than Windex. New Glassworks with vinegar cuts through the toughest greasy smudges faster and easier, so there's less work for you. And everything you clean is shiny and streak-free. New Glassworks made with vinegar cleans with less work. Maybe it works too well.
You're a part of me. You're in a catch-up. Touch the heart of me. You're in a catch-up. Every single day and every way I feel how much you are a part of me.
Your cat's a big part of your life, so make Purina Cat Chow brand cat food part of his life. It's all the nutrition cats need to help them live healthier, happier lives. What's more, veterinarians recommend it most. Purina Cat Chow, part of a healthier, happier life.
Superman 3. Tonight's ABC Sunday night movie will continue in a moment.
We will return for the second half of Days of Our Lives in just a moment.
Tonight on Celebrity, they reach the top. But tonight, the secret they've kept hidden for 25 years will destroy them and the women who love them. Before it's over, one will kill, one will die, and only one will survive when the truth finally explodes. On the shocking conclusion of Celebrity, tonight.
Discover all you can see and do from Toronto's Best Western Carlton Place Hotel. Your host 7 days a week for only $22.50 US per person based on double occupancy.
This is an actual recording of the noise you've had to put up with on most AT&T long-distance calls all your life. And this is what it looks like. Now this, on the other hand, is a new U.S. Sprint line. See the difference? Twice as quiet thanks to fiber optics. And we're already the largest fiber optic long-distance company in America. So call now, find out more, and save with U.S. Sprint, where every fiber optic call sounds like you're right next door.
Discover the difference. Jim Donovan, Channel 3 News.
Why do I use Clorox bleach instead of bargain bleaches? It's better. Better quality. Look, Clorox filters out impurities most bargain bleaches leave in.
Only Clorox did something about splashing with its unique splash guard spout. No bargain bleach has it.
And Clorox gives you a choice, regular or fresh scent. Better quality.
Splash guard spout.
Regular or fresh scent. Make Clorox the better bleach.
I think there are three nevers to being a winning coach. Never let the press pick your starting quarterback. Never take a last place team lightly. And really, no matter what the score, never let them see you sweat.
That's what new Dry Idea aerosol is all about. Maximum control. It keeps you drier than the leading aerosol.
Everyone feels pressure. Winners don't let it show.
Dry Idea. Never let them see you sweat.
Professor, what's the greatest advance in the 20th century?
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap?
Sure, it's strong, it clings, it protects, even in a microwave. Moist, tasty, hot, wow!
Saran wrap. Nothing protects food better. Peggy Fox, would your glass cleaner clean lipstick without streaking?
I don't know.
Try Glass Plus. Mrs. Fox has never used Glass Plus before.
I think it's great.
Glass Plus cleans glass.
Plus, a whole lot more.
Now, perfect polish nails in seconds. Lee press-on nails in fashion colors. Press-on color, no messy polish. Press-on color, no drying time. Press-on color, no chipping ever. Lee press-on nails in fashion colors. Everything you need for longer, polished nails. Lee Super Stick tabs and 20 Lee press-on nails in a variety of sizes. Available in a rainbow array of today's popular colors. So press on. Lee press-on nails now in fashion colors.
Milk does.
Hey, milk does a body.
Milky does a body good. Tap it on.
It's one to grow on.
Great before I'm frosty cold and furthermore.
It's full of what you're thirsty for. Wow.
It is.
Makes you feel good because it tastes so great. It really does a body good.
Pass it on.
Milk it does.
Milky does the body good. Milky does the body good. Pass it on.
You say you're getting tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't quite make it?
Yeah!
You say that just once you'd like your hamburger hot and your lettuce and tomato cool and crisp all at the same time?
Yeah!
Well, I say you got it. I'm talking McDonald's new lettuce and tomato hamburger, the McDLT. I'm talking quarter pound of beef on the hot side.
And the hot stays hot.
The new McDLT.
Hot, hot.
Crisp lettuce and tomato on the cool side.
And the cool stays cool.
The new McDLT.
Cool crisp.
The beef stays hot, the cool stays crisp. Put it together, you can't resist. The hottest taste, the coolest dish.
Keep it hot, hot. Keep it cool, cool. McDLT. McDLT. Hot beefy McD. Cool crisp LT. McDLT. It's a good time. Hot beefy McD.
For the great taste.
Cool crisp LT.
Of McDonald's. Could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
New McD.
To learn more about the noted author of The Secret Garden and other children's classics, the Library of Congress suggests these books: The Secret Garden, A Little Princess, both by Frances Hodgson Burnett, and a biography, Frances Hodgson Burnett, by Phyllis Bixler. These and many other interesting books are waiting for you in your local library and bookstore. Visit them. They'll be happy to help you read more about it.
Knock, knock.
Monday.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
He's Major Dad. And he's a real scream.
Tuesday.
An officer is shot.
Who helps cops when they're in trouble?
An extraordinary story of courage and caring on an all-new Rescue 911. On Jake and the Fat Man. McCabe and the kid, targeted by the mob, are stranded on a deserted island, and only Jake can save them. Wednesday.
From CBS News, this is Health Watch. If you're thinking of going to a tanning parlor this winter, think again. The reason after this.
There's what inside this cold reliever?
Liquid. New Comtrex Liquid Gels. Liquid cold medicine inside an easy-to-swallow gelatin shell for relief of all these symptoms.
New Comtrex Liquid Gel.
The all-new way to get fast Comtrex relief.
You may have heard that the ultraviolet rays which give you a tan are closely linked with skin cancer and premature skin aging. But they may also injure your eyes, possibly causing cataracts and damaged retinas. The concentrated radiation in a tanning booth is especially dangerous. If you use a tanning machine, the American Medical Association says be sure to wear special yellow protective glasses. But the AMA's main recommendation is avoid tanning machines altogether. I'm Dr. Bob Arnott for Health Watch.
This is CBS.
Here's the little one. You want to sit down here for a while? Oh, your hair's so lovely and soft. Are we going to grow it long? I'm going out tonight. Look what I've got to wear. You've got earrings. I've got earrings. They're so pretty. That's okay. That's so pretty. Do I look funny?
Oh, I'm sure Mommy looks wonderful now. All you have to be is you. Liz Claiborne, The Fragrance. Now at Higbee's.
Now, Bob, everybody knows the news department has to work on Christmas, so we've got to spread some Christmas cheer in here. Merry Christmas, everybody! It's me, Robin Claus. Look at him rushing up. So happy holidays, everybody, and gosh, won't somebody take this fruitcake off my hands?
Not me, babe.
Forget it.
See you later.
Hey, no problem. I love fruitcake. Another Christmas miracle. Tonight at 11, bureaucratic problems in trying to help the homeless.
Don't drink and drive. A public service message from ABC.
Peter Jennings. He has the overseas experience no other can match. He's reported from 98 countries. He's been tested under fire. He knows the workings of the foreign mind. Now, more than ever, turn to ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 11, reports of tornado damage right here in Ohio tonight. Tom Castlemeyer is tracking the storm.
Has an F-111 like this one been recovered from the ocean floor and turned over to the Russians?
It's getting down to the wire for this man who's seeking an unheard-of 5th term as governor of Ohio. We'll have an update on the race for governor.
And these guys have good reason to be parading around the Coliseum. A look at the forced blowout of the blast. Good evening, I'm Michelle Holden.
And I'm Roger Morris. Eyewitness News at 11 is next.
1986 Century Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Thank you very much. My goodness gracious. Wait, I'm at full screen from when we were doing the other thing that we did before this. And, oh my goodness, look at all the people in there. That's exciting. It's good to see everybody. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, everybody. We're going to be talking about the movie Juno today, which is, I'm going to be honest about something. I remember this movie being good, but I don't remember it being fucking great.
This
is a great movie, and it's all because of her. It's like the only movie that Michael Cera has ever been in where it's not the Michael Cera show. What?
Him.
Shit. Okay, Juno. What if I'm referring to Juno? I still say him.
I thought we had it.
I sent you a text message.
I know, but okay. Can we just talk about? Can we just work it out
We
on the
should,
air so
yeah.
that I know what I'm doing?
Yes.
I thought if I was talking about Elliot Page, I would. But if I was talking about the character Juno, this was a book first.
Oh, you're talking about the character. I thought you were talking about his performance.
God damn it! You're right. I'm just trying to fucking get.
no, I just
get
didn't
out
understand
Of it.
either.
No, I just was trying to get out of it. Okay.
But Eric did clear that up for us. Eric, do you want to?
Yes. So I developed a relationship with one of our vendors when we were switching content management systems at work. I know I don't want to get into it because it's pretty amazing stuff.
You don't want to take away from the podcast.
Yeah, right. I feel like we could talk about it for hours, but we do have a show to do.
Oh.
So I developed a relationship with Carter, who was our liaison with the company we were working with. And so I reached out to them on LinkedIn to try to get to the bottom of this. Carter is non-binary and doesn't identify with the genders at all. Okay. And so I did. I asked, we want to make sure that we're treating Elliot Page's, situation, whatever, with the respect that it deserves. And we just want to make sure that we're not, being, fucking assholes.
Right.
So I asked about this and they said, great to hear from you as always. It's best to refer to Elliot's work in a current day context. So I'd recommend using he, him pronouns regardless of the role you're referencing.
Okay.
It is a bit of a mind bender, I know, but that's best practice. Love that you're asking these questions.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, I certainly meant no disrespect. And I definitely did not mean to throw the fucking, the tire strips out on the goddamn road. If I fuck the show up, Eric.
But to clarify, the character.
Yes, the character
is a female.
Is a she.
Okay.
Cool. The actor is a he.
No, I kid. Yes.
I don't think you fucked anything up because we had this discussion last time. Elliot Page was in Inception.
Yes.
So we had this exact same conversation.
Or did you just dream that he was?
Yes.
So, yes. Well, anyway, Elliot Page in this movie is so fucking good that for every movie Michael Cera's in, it's the Michael Cera show. Even if he just appears for a little bit. This is that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah. Like, this is the end. He's in there for 10 minutes total. It's that movie. That's what you remember.
Yeah. And it would be easy enough for him to do that to this film, even though his character had a relatively small part, because he's so gangly and wearing short shorts. And long
the shorts
socks.
with the
but she overshadowed.
He was a freaking Halloween costume for several years because
that's
of this movie.
True. No, he's great. But I will say Elliot overshadows him. And everyone, that one scene where they're, and obviously, guys, I know this is weird, us talking so much about the movie, this up front.
I wasn't prepared.
We'll get out of this as soon as we can. But where they're sitting there in Michael Cera's room. No. It's the thing where he goes, oh, yeah, it's them. They're sitting in the room and they do the, were we together? Oh. But I mean, they're both so fucking good in that. It's just great. It gave me chills.
You forget that Michael Cera doesn't just have to act like a ding dong,
right,
to be a good actor.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of the ding dong thing makes it, and they did show their ding dongs through the shorts.
I wish they would have shown more.
I know you did. I know. I think there is an unrated version
where they,
it like pops out like little Donnie,
like the RoboCop video that you
that's right. Yeah. There used to be this character on Upright Citizens Brigade called Little Donnie, and he was a special needs dude that wore like really short shorts, but his penis was like down to like his shin, and it was the only thing that was blurred out. So he would just run around and shit, and it would just flop it everywhere, and it would just
I'm sure if it ever did exist, then it still exists. But it's a little clip that's about 2 inches and the head of a penis that you can clip to the bottom of your shorts or your long pants.
Or someone else's
and
shorts.
it will just hang out there ever so.
It's the equivalent of the balls on the back of a Texas truck.
Or
nuts.
the beer belly fanny pack.
Oh, just the best. That thing.
I've gotten a couple people with that one.
Oh yeah, me
I'll just
multiple times.
Pull the shirt right over it, and it's this hairy belly that hangs down.
How many beers does the thing fit?
3, probably.
That's not bad.
Three.
A threesome.
Three. Well, everybody, welcome to the show. I'm excited to talk about this this here motion picture. I am constantly trying to remind everybody around me how current I am as a famous person and how still I have like all the I'm just fucking still killing it.
And none of us feel like you're trying to over explain it
I'm not.
or to kind of bridge any gap in your own
Feels real
sensibilities.
natural.
I don't need that. I don't
No,
need to do
you
that.
don't. That's
I
what
don't
we're
need-
saying.
So-
Jarrett, you don't need it.
So I just found out. Okay, so me and Casey and Rob, after we had Bowling for Soup weekend last weekend. It was great fun. Played a big show. The next day, the band and crew came over. We do the normal thing. We have a day long after party where and it wasn't quite as wild this time as it was last time. And I think maybe just because it was a few months ago, maybe everybody's a little, still a little tired from the last one 6 months ago. But then I had a day where to get everybody to leave our house, and then which took most of the day Monday.
Gone.
Get. Hey, Wrangler. And so then that was Monday. Then Tuesday, I played in a golf tournament. Didn't get too crazy, didn't even. In fact, we were so sleepy by the end of the fucking 40-item raffle. We just came home and didn't even go out and get after it.
Stay tuned later in the show to find out what Jarrett hit with a golf
club
driver.
That's right. No, with a baseball bat.
Oh,
I hit off the tee.
Oh, you hit it like this.
But I'm not kidding. You can ask Gary, Derek, or Mark how far that I hit this marshmallow. Like
25 feet at least.
No. Like it was fucking crazy how far
Please
this
don't
thing.
say yards because I can't think in yards.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that to you.
Meters.
I wouldn't do that to you. I'm not an asshole. Anyway, the next day, me and Casey got and Rob got on a plane and we went to Las Vegas to do a show out there. They're having this emo fest. Emo Fest is like a 3-day event that the organization Emo Night is putting on. It's sold out. It's crazy, like the acts and all of the stuff that's happening. And so the first day though, we just went to hang out, and I'm still like trying to recover from the weekend. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Dave wants to go eat some Korean barbecue, so we'll go eat some Korean barbecue, and then after that, everybody's gonna be in a meat coma. So just call it a night, Well, we're having pre-drinks at the Mexican place, of course, in Las Vegas, because
before the Korean barbecue.
We're trying to keep it,
very
multicultural,
very ethnocentric.
And my wife leaves the room, and then I just catch this odd glimpse out of my left peripherals, and here comes Derek Pittsinger walking into the restaurant to surprise his buddy Jarrett,
the one and only
Amy's husband, surprising me there. And I'm so happy to see him. And then I went, shit, I guess I'm not going to bed early tonight.
Yeah.
And boy, did I
really
not. So we were up until about 5 that night. But anyway, this is why I'm still cool. This event, of course, started the next night, and it was us and a band called Mayday Parade, and me and Rob were I was the surprise guest. Rob was included in it because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I'm kidding. Me and Rob were there.
He's a sweet boy.
He's a sweet boy. And so we're the surprise guest, and it's Mayday Parade, us, Sleeping with Sirens, and Royal and the Serpent.
Oh yeah,
new band. They've got like a big TikTok song, my wife tells me.
Anyway,
we play, and the place just goes ape shit. Like, just literally fucking knew all the songs that we played, and it was great. We had a great time. Anyway, the next day we flew home. Well, my cousin, Allie, who is, early 20s, is posting today, like, the Virgin Hotel was so amazing. Oh my God, Emo Fest was so awesome. And I'm like, you know that I was there Thursday, right? She was like, oh my God, we were there Thursday. I didn't know they didn't go to this particular event.
Oh.
So my son hears me talking about that and he goes, oh no, Dad, she went to go see Machine Gun Kelly. And I go, yeah, that's part of the same event that I was playing that everybody else was excited to see me. So here's what I said to him. Your dad is still hip.
Really
Whoa, that went over well.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Your old man was playing with old Machine Gun
with
jelly.
Old Machine Gun Jelly, that Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
man. Played Mode Son, and that guy was playing there. Mod Son. Oh, you call him Derek?
Oh, first name.
Well, I call Uncle Cracker Matt, so
Matt.
What?
Matt Cracker.
Matt Cracker.
Hey,
that's Mr. Cracker to you,
Wrangler.
I'm not your uncle.
Do you really know Mod Son? How do you know Mod Son? Don't fucking interrupt him when don't interrupt him when he's name dropping, Eric. Jesus.
I had no idea he was there. Derek was in a band back in the day called Four Letter Lie.
That's right.
With Kevin from A Day to Remember.
Mhm.
Kevin was in it, and I endorsed Derek on drums.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
So
because he's like a badass drummer, this guy.
Yeah, I've known Derek for like 15 years.
Okay, I know it seems cool to name drop like that, but one time Tom Cruise and Denzel Washington and I were talking about that, and we decided that it's not that cool.
You guys know that one of the A Day to Remember guys got canceled.
Oh, what'd he do?
They're dropping like flies.
Oh,
I
did
don't
he touch inappropriately?
I think so. Yeah, I think he did. I think he inappropriately touched a
what?
Pet. No, I'm kidding. You
A
said
goat?
that. You said that. Is that even possible? Like, what? It depends on what country you're in. Sometimes it's appropriate to touch a goat however you want.
I don't know.
Yeah, the goat will almost be as famous
ins
as
and
the one
outs.
in Taylor Swift's music videos.
No Effects has an album called Heavy Petting Zoo, and on the corner, on the cover, sorry, it's like a guy like holding a sheep in his lap or whatever. And I swear to God, it's true. I had that album for years and had no idea what heavy petting meant. I
Yeah.
just thought the guy was
No,
just
of course
holding.
not.
I just thought he was holding a sheep.
Like scratching it too hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't. Can you do that? I don't know.
The thing that I like best about sex with animals.
Here's the thing, though.
And
So we got home, and then the next day we had a hell of a baseball game.
Oh.
And it was crazy. And our son's team rallied to tie the Red Sox of Boston, the number one team in the league, who had never been beaten, but they did manage to tie them. And
We should have won.
But we should have won. We did have a couple of bad calls.
Maybe I'm their bad luck
No.
because I showed up.
I think it
And
was
then
the
after I
umpire.
left- Yeah, the bad luck was the calls.
Mhm.
Oh.
So basically, what happened is the coach and his wife were having like a get together at that night, like an adult thing, right? This is the thing I told you about. And I'm like, and Casey had already told them the night before, like, hey, look, we I don't know why we thought this would be a good idea, but we just got back from Vegas. We're wiped out. We're not coming. And so I'm like, she's like, you RSVP'd to this thing. I'm like, I don't remember doing that. Anyway, they had sent out the invite August 28th.
Oh.
Yeah. So shit,
sure,
I don't remember that.
Wow.
Fuck yeah, I don't know.
That sounds
Had
great.
no idea we'd be going to Vegas. Anyway, we're on our way out, and Sarah, our coach's wife, is like, "Oh, you're supposed to be a rock star." And, oh man, no fun.
no.
Oh, you guys are the kings of the late minute cancelization and yada yada. And we get in the car, and Casey goes, "You want to just fucking show up and walk through that fence?" And I'm like, "I kind of do."
Uh-huh. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah. And so we did. And we hung really, really well. Yeah. Tried to, I actually would have kept going, but my wife was worn out. And so we went to bed, which was the best decision of all time.
It must have been, because then the next day you said you weren't even having football drinks.
I did not have any drinks on football Sunday. No, I did not. Nope, I didn't. And in fact, I was supposed to watch the Steelers with Casey's stepdad, but I was like, Casey was out. Casey went out last night and did a birthday thing with Katie, and then she had to work this crazy wedding that I'll let her tell you about in just a second. And I was like, when she's gone, I get to go to bed whenever Everett does.
Nice.
So then the fucking game goes to overtime.
Oh no.
And I'm literally sitting there like, and I in no way want it to end, but I am like kind of like on the edge of my seat, just going, okay, dogs, let's get ready. We're gonna go out here in just a second.
In 3, 2,
somebody
1.
scores. The minute something happens or whatever, that door is open and you're going out anyway.
Too bad they played 13 minutes of overtime.
They
which is an hour in real time.
But it was a great game. Good job, Steelers. I want to thank everybody that came out to see me in Vegas. That was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing much more with Emo Night. Eric, so you invited me on Saturday to a low-key poker party.
Yes.
That you were like, yeah, it's just a few of us gonna sit around and just play poker super easy. And I'm like, man, I actually wish we could come because Casey wants to learn to play poker. You're like, this is the group for that.
Yeah, low impact.
Yeah. And then what happened?
Well, I don't know.
I knew it. I knew it was a trap.
What ended up happening was about 5:15. We looked at each other and went, we got to be up tomorrow morning. Greer's going to wake up at the same time, no matter what time we go to bed.
Kids don't give a shit about hangovers.
So at 5:30, we crawled on into bed drunk.
Oh my God.
Goodness
Woke
gracious.
up about 8:30.
Been there, man.
Still drunk. Successfully navigated the morning. It was about 1 o'clock as we're heading out the door to go have lunch and then go to my nephew's soccer game, where I went, oh man. Coming down off of this pretty hard. And that we had a really fun day given the circumstance, but it was tough and I was struggling. But I don't know. It was just me and Kelsey.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law that lives a couple doors down, and Kelsey's dad and stepmom.
It's always that group. Why are you surprised?
Like that's the most dangerous. Honestly, what's crazy is like even my closest unit here, they wait till I'm out of town and then they all stay up till 4 a.m. And there are 2 people in this room that are guilty of that, right?
Sean.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what do we do?
100%. The last time I was out of town is the last time y'all all stayed up till like 3:30 or 4, and everybody was having fun.
When?
You went to bed at like midnight.
No, Derek told me y'all were up like late as shit.
One time, me and Derek
I
hung
was
out in
about
that
to say,
pool listening to like
no,
Limp
it's Casey
Bizkit
and
till-
Derek.
That was my own fault. I went to
combo.
bed early anyway. That's happened multiple times, by the way.
They're the king and queen of just nope, we're gonna go
I'll
all night
t-
long.
I get it. That's fine. Here's the thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of like Ring doorbell camera evidence of me like being like, get out of the golf cart, I'll take you home. Like just fucking pool towels flying through the air. Like
The most dangerous group is Mark and Bonnie when we do this Mexican train. That fucking game.
I've managed to go home early for that every single time.
I mean,
well done.
That shit will go until 6:30 o'clock.
Jesus,
I love
it's
that
dominoes, right?
It's
Yes.
dominoes, but there's 15 rounds, and like in between rounds, everybody gets up and has pie and shit. Like it's one of those deals. But
sounds like an
anyway,
important part of
hi
the
guys.
game.
Here's somebody who hasn't said hello in a long time. What you got? You want to say hi, guys? Everybody, listen to my son's voice.
Yo, yo, yo.
There's Jackson Ray Reddick right there, back
in the flesh.
Hey, Dad. Good to see you.
What's up?
What are you doing?
Hey, bro.
Okay.
He's got some good hair.
Yeah, how's that possible,
Okay,
right?
so everybody needs to get fed. Everybody needs to go outside, and then the big dogs can just stay downstairs, just with the gate closed. And you're gonna take Allie up.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure right when you wake up, you bring her down the bathroom. You got to carry her.
All right.
Okay.
All right, take
All right,
it,
buddy. Love you.
Love you. Good
Take
night.
it sleazy.
And if they don't eat, make sure you cover their bowls up with, you stack their bowls. All right. But be patient. You got to make them eat.
You're doing great.
You can stack my bowls anytime you
Okie
want.
dokie. All right. Well, anyway, I'm glad I didn't walk into that because me and Casey were actually smart that night and ish.
I don't know why the poker thing reminds me of this, but one time I'm not usually, and I think that Jarrett can vouch for me on this. Like we've got a pretty good like hangover pact as far as married couples go. Like we don't really punish each other for it. Like
ever.
we're pretty sympathetic. Like, oh my God, like he'll go get me a Gatorade and I'll like
Oh,
leave him
yeah.
the fuck alone. Like, the things that
Yeah.
you need.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one time that he was supposed to take Everett to school one morning, and I was going to sleep in that day. And he somehow last minute got invited to like a poker thing in our neighborhood. And it just reminded me because he said you guys went to bed at 5:30, then you have to navigate the morning. But he rolls in the house. I don't think I realized till later, like probably about 5 a.m.
Yeah, totally.
After the poker thing. And so I'm like, fuck it, I'm sleeping in. I didn't know what time he rolled in. So he's sleeping, you know, and I go, hey, you said you'll take Everett to school. I never do shit like that. There's no reason I couldn't have gotten up and done it. I was just pissed off and tired. So I woke him up and he goes, okay. And he gets up and he goes to the bathroom and he puts his clothes on and he gets his shoes on and the door's open to the bathroom. And he just looks at me and goes, I'm hammered.
Like, I'm gonna get a DUI at 7:15.
In a school zone.
I mean,
you know,
Yeah, like double ticket.
Yeah.
Just like it's like he hadn't even thought about the concern in his eyes, and I was like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
fuck it. And I got up
Listen
and
to
took
me.
him
I
to
am shit faced. I stopped drinking an hour ago.
Yeah, I don't think
know?
I realized that he'd come home
Yeah.
that late, and then he just like, but yeah, just like it just hit him all of a sudden. Like I can't take him to school.
No,
I'm
you're
hammered.
you're the best. It's and even on nights where we both fucking rage, she'll get up in the morning and then she gets the nap.
Yeah.
So she'll come in at lunchtime or sometimes 2 in the afternoon, sometimes fucking 4, depending on how late we were up. And she's just like tapping out. I'm like, okay, you did it.
Gotta go.
Anyway. But Casey, I feel like you at least have to tell. I mean, you have to. I just feel like everybody needs to know what you did last night. Because it's fucking crazy.
It was weird. It was a weird night. So I did take my friend Katie. It was her birthday, so we went out to dinner. We always do fancy schmancy steak dinner. It was awesome.
Happy birthday, Katie.
But I had to rush off because I had a wedding to work at 10 p.m.
Excuse me?
Yep. It's actually my massage therapist. Been engaged. Somehow I've been in the wedding planning process this whole entire time. I've just been working bridal for a long time. So when I walked in, it was really funny. And I'm like, I know who made that cake. I know who we got those flowers from. Did the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's been a super fun planning deal, but I wasn't sure how it was going to go down, but it worked out well. So what he did was he planned a giant proposal for his now fiance. Well, nope, that's not true.
Yeah, now wife.
His now wife, because he proposed to her and then they got married immediately after.
Oh, wow.
That is cool.
So what he did was both of their second go round, you know, like she didn't want to do like a whole big giant wedding planning, like this whole deal. And so maybe like the idea had gotten thrown out there, but she had no idea it was coming, like when or how or what was going to happen. So he rents out this like beautiful little chapel they have in McKinney and fills the whole thing with fucking candles. The entire thing has a string quartet, right? The whole deal.
Oh my
And he brings her there and they sit and they watch the string quartet play all of her favorite songs and all this stuff. And then he proposes to her. And after she says yes, he goes, what do you think about getting married tonight? And she says, okay. And she said in her head, she was like, I'm just going to have to explain it to my mom. She's going to be pissed. Well, the thing is that she didn't realize that whenever they left the chapel, all of her friends and family were already there.
Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps.
And so
yeah,
I'm in this like reception hall with this little bridal suite. He had me come to do hair. She's wearing this like already this like beautiful like sparkly dress. She goes, well, I'm glad I wore this. He's like, no, I got the wedding dress you wanted. She had tried on a dress like for fun with her daughter. Her daughter managed to get all of her measurements, all the stuff. The wedding dress was, I mean, she could not, like I told him it would take 30 minutes to do her hair, but the girlfriend could not get the mascara to stop running down her face to like get it together. And every 5 seconds, like her dad, I guess, passed away at one point. And these other 2 men were like her other dads. And he like had them flown in. I mean, she could not like get it together. It was,
my goodness.
It was crazy. And so everything was just like, everywhere she looked, it was this like just this new thing and it was happening, but she was like elated, like because you know somebody could take that and go like, oh fuck, like what's happening.
Yeah,
she was just like, I love him and his little brain and his little creative heart, this is so fun and all this stuff. And like
that's incredible.
Yeah. And so her kids were in on it and they were there like ready to go. And
yeah,
how long was he planning this?
Months and months.
I mean, it has to be months. I mean, like just because the lady that did the cakes,
it has been months. Because
did you already say that part? Okay, sorry. I
the lady that does like the cookies and cakes, that Michelle's friend that does so because they're kind of quirky, it was all Alice in Wonderland themed.
Cool.
So she does like the specialty like things, and so I sit in there. But yeah, it's been a few months. I mean, I've been in on it since he's been like, I I've helped pick out the wedding band. Like I mean, like it's been really because I like weddings and I think they're
it's
fun.
amazing to me how people can do something of that scale with that amount of people and planning and really make it a true surprise.
Yeah, and that's the thing because I was like, I wonder if she's really going to be surprised. And I think
Yeah.
when she walk into a candlelit
She knew
chapel
the
with a string
proposal was
quartet, you're
coming.
probably getting proposed to properly. But she did not know any of it. I mean, you could tell
That's
that there was no faking
Way
whatsoever.
to go, dude. What's his
Yeah.
name?
Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah,
Way to go.
Pretty amazing. I mean, pretty amazing. So Casey managed yesterday to also fit in a birthday dinner for her best friend. So they went to and had a steak, and then she went and did a wedding.
That's
Oh yeah, I was pretty tired.
Crazy.
But one of my favorite things about the night, besides the obvious, like, oh my god, this is just amazing. I mean, literally, the photographers like were just like, I've been doing this for I've never seen anything like this. It's amazing. It was just really cool to be a part of. But what's so funny is when I got there and the family has to go wait outside the chapel, I'm
Right.
just in the little reception area near the bridal suite with the bartender they had hired. Like they just had like one guy. It was a little small, like 20 people reception, And he's just like, do you have any idea what's happening? Because I'm just working these hours. Like, so I explained it to him, like what was exactly going on. And he just me and this man,
No
he
idea.
goes, I just am never gonna find love, and gave me his whole spiel. I've tried 7 times. 7 times I've tried, and I've 3-year relationships and 5-year relationships, and I'm like, man, being a hairstylist you never get a day off.
Nope.
No.
Just sitting there.
It's like you've got a sign on your face.
Oh my god, he
Tell
was
me your
taking pictures
problems.
of all the stuff and
Yeah.
just being like, this is just unheard of, and you know what? I'm just gonna travel the world alone, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
go
I'm gonna
for
go
it,
stand
dude.
by these curling irons.
You should go into dentistry, and that way
People can't talk to
they
you.
can't talk
Yeah.
to you about
But
the
you-
bullshit.
Yeah.
But you still talk to them. What's that
Yeah,
about?
I don't get it. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, my hygienist can understand every mumbled word that comes out of my mouth.
It's like the he who should not be named and his because
Oh, yeah.
when you the
dentist.
spit is from the bowl to the mouth.
Voldemort?
You ever do any fishing?
Yeah.
That during that
Yeah.
joke was
Yeah.
when you guys walked in and I was crying,
Yeah.
laughing.
It was
so
Bill
hard.
Cosby, actually. He could be named. You
He
can
can be
yeah, the
named.
things that are put out
It's
there are very, very funny.
fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
And he's out of prison.
And
so.
the chat room goes well.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're canceled.
Well, good job, babe. It's an amazing thing.
It was super cool.
She
I
did
would
all
love
of
to
that
see
out
the
of the goodness
pictures.
of her heart as well. So
Yeah, and probably a free massage. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Hopefully.
Hopefully a happy ending.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. He's married now.
Oh, for me?
That's
Yeah.
Or for
off,
them?
off the table.
Oh no, you don't
literally
do
you
that.
have
Yeah,
to be off the
yeah,
table
yeah.
for it. So. Or under the table.
Something.
Is it under
I
the
don't know.
table?
What was that? That was that doll movie. What was the no? What was the
Chucky.
movie where they no? What's the movie where they cut the hole in the table? And remember? Oh,
No, you're thinking of, okay, you're okay, I got wait, everybody stop.
Okay.
Everybody stop.
okay.
What's happening is he's mixing up Lars and the real girl
Yeah.
with Dave, the little Dickie show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, you never saw him fuck the doll.
I
in
thought
the
it
movie.
was
Yeah.
MILF Milkers 8.
Yeah.
I think they have them laid down.
Yeah,
and there's
that's
a
what they're referencing.
That little Dickie show is so
Yeah.
good. It's dark as
With the
fuck.
doll.
I don't know what that is.
But he had it all.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Just
did.
the bottom half.
He did have. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, got. He did that thing. Amy, how was your weekend? Your week, and what's going on?
Week was good. It was slow because Derek was out of town for a little bit, so we had a lot of takeout, and I feel like shit.
Yeah, he was. He
'Cause
was.
he wasn't there to cook for me.
He was with me.
He was with you, and then we just had a baseball-filled weekend.
Yeah.
And it's adorable. And I think James is going to play up next season.
Awesome.
Oh,
He's
shit.
doing good. Henry played 2 games yesterday, and first coach ejection for
Oh,
us,
nice.
for our
Yes.
team.
They let them do that on the field in front of the kids.
Yes, he was quick about it.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Quick but loud. I mean,
right. Yeah.
loud,
Just-
very loud.
He's a
No,
moaner.
and to be honest with you, it was very interesting because I think one of these umpires was just having his time of the month because he was very sensitive and it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But he was out of there. So that was interesting. But I
Those
got
are
some
always
good
fun.
pictures.
Good. Well, yeah, thank you for, encouraging Derek to come out and surprise
Oh,
me.
heck
That
yeah.
was,
He was over here for trivia.
yeah. And he started looking it all up. And then, he's asking me a few questions, and he was just like, okay, I'll let you know if I can swing it. And he never said another thing about it.
Well, and he came home that night, and he walked in. He goes, hey, I think I might, want to go to Vegas and see Jarrett's thing. And I'm on American Airlines app, and I said, do you like window or aisle? And just bought it. And then that morning, his flight was canceled.
Yeah,
I mean,
he had to work for it. He had to work for it.
Flat out canceled. And so we had some time to go to lunch, and that's why I was like, hey, come, let's take a picture and post it. And then he'll really have no idea.
Oh yeah, I had, and even Casey and I were walking to the restroom because we always go together. Afterwards, and or after he had surprised me, she goes, "Did you really not know?" And I had zero idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that there was an inkling of a chance that he might, but I never even thought about the fact that he would surprise me.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Well, I hate keeping secrets, so I'm glad it's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that was another thing. I was like, you have to at least tell Casey so she can help you figure out where everything is. And
yeah, Emma was surprising my parents that weekend. I'm going to a
that's
surprise
right.
wedding. I'm like, I'm so glad everything's out in the open.
Yeah. Too many secrets.
No, Sean, get your microphone. I'm going to talk to you next. I always talk to you after Amy.
I don't even know where we're at in the podcast.
What are you talking about? We're 47 minutes in. We're still doing small talk, but we've already
Ryan Gosling.
We already covered half the goddamn movie.
Yeah, he's great.
Let's talk about
Michael
Dave.
Cera's great.
Now, Howard, do you like the show Dave?
Oh yeah.
God, it's so good.
Yeah.
No, Dave, not Dave.
Dave, yeah.
Yeah, Dave.
Both.
That's Little Dicky.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hi, I'm Dave.
It's so good. I mean, it's crazy though, because it's that first season is so funny.
They Ted Lassoed us.
And they Ted Lassoed the shit out of us. That second season, but I mean,
the first 2 episodes, I was like, what am I watching?
The darkest of the dark.
And then the third one.
Yeah.
What is this on?
Hulu.
Yeah. Hulu.
Dave.
Yeah.
Hulu.
It's called Dave. Yeah. And it's essentially sort of autobiopic of the rapper Little Dicky.
He becomes the president.
I like it. I like that. That's Phoebe Cates' husband
on this thing, and then it's like robot arms. And he says, "I once caught a fish this big." In the robot
keep going.
arms
Just keep going with the bit, and you're never gonna get home.
The president.
Okay. Sean, everything good with you, man? I don't feel like we've seen you in a long time. Yesterday, I sent you 14 texts. You didn't fucking answer one.
Well, I told you I was out with my parents for the birthday thing.
I forgot about that.
Wow, Sean,
and then,
you and I talked all day.
No, we didn't.
God damn it! Yeah, you did, because you said the thing about the clips, and then y'all talked about it
today.
Oh, okay, you're right. Okay. Yeah,
it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
I have his guitar in my car right now.
Ooh. And how far are you going to go? To the bar?
We just may.
So
anyways.
Yeah, we didn't do a good job, guys. That was not very good.
I think because we all had the same idea.
Yeah.
Just minuscule
and we could only think of 2 words.
Bar.
Bar car.
I felt assaulted.
Yeah. Well, but everything's good, Sean?
Yeah.
Good. I love it.
Tar.
Well, we are really glad you guys are here to listen to this podcast. Man, we are approaching episode 300 so quickly. I just heard this today. We are approaching the episode of 300 at exactly 1 episode per week. So wherever we're at now, that many weeks will be at 300. So I figured all that out myself. So you understand what I'm saying?
You figured out that our podcast comes out once a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's so once we have, so it will have been 300 weeks.
Yeah, which according to the transitive theory of math is about 5 years.
I think that's a gestation of an elephant.
6 years?
Holy shit.
5 years?
It's a long time.
300?
No.
It's a long time, right?
It's like 2, I think.
No,
like
it's
2 years.
I thought we were kidding. Is it really 2 years?
It's a long time.
Yeah, an elephant's like 18 to 24 months, I think.
Right. Yeah. God, those baby elephants are so cute.
Months. Look at
a baby giraffe, a baby elephant.
Yeah.
Okay, can we just talk about maybe we just don't have
and one bumps his head.
Baby giraffe. Speaking of
not at Dallas Zoo anymore.
We cannot have giraffes in
Dallas.
We've
lost
another one anymore. They
no,
killed
just 2.
Another one.
Just 2.
Like
not
recently?
a third one. Not a third one.
Recently, like in the last month, they killed one.
What?
Yes.
Way.
Okay, so that's fucking 3.
Because it broke its leg. They don't know how, but it broke its leg, and they couldn't fix it. And they're
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, they need
you
to stop
can't
giving
fix
us
that. You,
giraffes.
essentially,
I want just the strokey one.
And here's the
Yeah.
thing: they should, and a lot of people don't think that animals in zoos should be in like areas that they're used to, and I think they should. So I think when the baby giraffe breaks its leg, hear me out on this. I think it should go straight to the hyena cage, so that the hyenas
can just laugh at them.
No, so that look at you, Gimpy. Look what we got: 4 working fucking legs.
You guys. I didn't realize it was a baby giraffe. That's crazy.
baby.
Another one, 3-month-old. This one.
Yeah.
So this is the fucking 3rd one that we've lost actually in the last 2 years.
Yeah, Dallas is not giraffe friendly.
Jesus.
He was born on the 4th of July.
Born on the 4th of July.
They should have just put him in a wheelchair.
Hi-yo. Ding ding. I'm gonna give you this for that. Nice. I like that a lot.
So,
But you have to make it really tall.
so a baby seal walks into a club.
Yeah, they had to euthanize it because
it
of a
died.
leg injury. One of those little wheel legs.
Just
I'm
get
here
a-
all night.
Just put a wheel on a crutch.
Yeah, why can't you do like the wiener dog thing or whatever? Just put them in a like a chariot. That's what you do. Okay, right? So
With
you-
the spikes on the
yeah,
wheels.
Yeah, well, no, but because you know, like remember chariots are like tall, so you could stand up in it,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So you just stick the motherfucker's legs in the chariot, and they just wheel themselves around like one of them wiener dogs with the little
Hind
little
leg thing, yeah.
thing. You know, it'd be great.
I can't understand why you haven't presented this to the Dallas
Well, we're
Zoological
about a month too late.
Society.
I am a
Okay.
member there, and I am a high up member, by the way.
Present it to
Okay,
a
so
better
you're a
zoo
giraffe
first.
member.
I
That's a good joke.
That is a good joke, actually. That's really fucking good. All right. We are glad you guys are here. We're going to talk about the movie Juno today.
No, we're not.
Super excited about that. Hey guys, we have some news, and I actually really want y'all to pay attention to this. Okay. First of all, congratulations to Michael and Kathy Labanovitz as they have welcomed their first child into the world on October 9th, 2021. 8 pounds, 15 ounces. Way to go, Kathy. You know, that's almost 9 fucking pounds. That's about how much a baby giraffe's leg weighs.
Oh.
What? Okay. Also, congratulations to Gage and Wendy Strickland. They got married. And and he participates in the show later, and he's only been married for a few days. Guys, this is seriously...
That's a good sign, because sometimes people get married and we never see them again.
This is pretty fucking crazy. The Apple podcast charts have been updated. Apple Podcasts, United States of America film reviews. Jarrett Goes to the Movies has moved up 82 motherfucking spots.
Why?
We are number 106.
Yeah, we are.
Holy crap.
Watch out, Switch.
106.
We're coming for you.
Wait, how many spots did you say we moved up?
82
In 1 year?
A day?
in the last month or so. Our listenership has we're doing something right.
We're doing it.
Man.
Yeah, people need to leave reviews. Right?
I want to thank you guys for that. I want to thank everybody who listens to this podcast. I know you skip the next part or whatever, and I know that it gets monotonous sometimes. It means the world to us to be able to do this. Honestly, man, it makes me get to have time with my friends and my wife and you guys, and I love it so very much. And if you guys just leaving one simple review or rating this podcast 5 stars, whatever it is you can do. And it doesn't just have to be on Apple Podcasts. It's wherever you listen to podcasts. It helps more than you will ever know.
No, it's just Apple.
No. I'm saying this is on Apple, but it
yeah.
helps us everywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, we want our rankings on Spotify to go up. We want our rankings on Podbean. So wherever you listen.
Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub. Be great.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Well, actually, Sean. God. Bless it.
Yeah, I know. Had we not talked already for 55 minutes, I probably would have tore into his fucking ass.
I wish you would.
All right, guys, here's some good news. We are a Patreon-driven podcast, meaning all of our resources that are helpful in the financial area come from our listeners and our supporters on Patreon, patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. This week, Alec Martin went from $5 to $10. Alec Martin, thank you very much. Now, this is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production. All of the producers that you're about to hear are at the $20 level or up. And everybody gets different perks, and it's super, super fun. And we would love to welcome you guys to the winning team. Patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Our producers are Ad Craner, Amy Strongbottom Pittsinger, Andy Smith, Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning, Shell Ordway, Chris, the $12 Million Man Cranfill, Chris Jacobs, Connie Lingus, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, David Kendrick, David, the original Murray. This just in. I don't know if I should. I'm going to just go ahead and say this. I am actually going to be gone on Halloween. I don't know if you know that yet. I'm not going to be here. I'm going to go and I'm going to play 3 shows in Ohio. And I booked a show on Friday in Columbus that I'll be advertising soon, and a show on Sunday in Cincinnati that I won't be advertising soon. I'll be doing a house party at David Murray's house on Saturday.
Nice.
Be like this will be like my 5th one in his basement, so I'm excited about that. We always have a great time. His daughter is going to interview me for the school newspaper.
Oh, that's cool.
Dennis Hopp, Denny Chambers, Diana Wheeler, Diane Small, Dom Scheffenberg, Petretta, Ernie Soulman McCracken, God damn it, Gage Strickland, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast, Jared Spear, Dr. Jason Ellsworth with special guest Kidney Pete, Jay Palladino, Jeff Millman, Jeff Yeager, fucking Joe Barlow, Rat Pack Joey Bishop, John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Hanlon, Josh Millman, Kate Etro, the MVP, Katie Gardner, Kim Murphy, Kirsty Fisher. So name Kate Etro the MVP, and Kim Murphy put her frosting on the beater. Because the other day, Kim Murphy posted this, not joking, went to the grocery store hungry and bought fucking cake frosting to eat.
I get that.
Yeah. And I'm cool with that. I've never done it, but it sounds delicious. Anyway, that's your new name, Kim Frosting on the Beater Murphy. That last thing that you heard was Les Zaldor Zuluski, Lily Holohan, Lindsay, Sponsor, Lisa Winsel, go Steelers, Lucy Murray, Mandy Birch, Mandy Pretty, Melody Ortloff, Michael McClary, Michael Price, Mike Breton, Mike Leblanovitz, Nick Brignoni, Rodon James, Ray Elliott, Rich Osborne, Robert Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan Clydesdale, Sarah the Undertaker DeAngelis. I like that. When did she get because wait, what?
When what's his face from your band was here last time for Dirty Dancing?
That's right. You're right. Okay, I remember. Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tom Poo Poo Murray. Oh no, Pew Pew Murray.
You did it again.
Damn it. Trey Wren.
Can we just change it to Poo Poo?
We'd have to ask Tom, I guess. Trey Wren, Vinnie Cataldo, Wendy Matta, Woody Chambers, and Svi Hurst, everybody. Give it up for all of our amazing supporters. And Vinny should be Vinny, no fucking idea or no fucking clue. What does he usually say?
I mean, every time he's scheduled, he always has to cancel for school.
Yeah.
So it should be something canceled.
No, it's got to be like, because he always writes no fucking clue or no fucking idea or some shit, right? It's got to be something like that.
I don't know if it's clue or idea, but you're right.
I can't remember. Somebody else tell us.
Someone write in.
I'm not judging by the way, on the cake frosting. I mean, like Duncan Hines chocolate cake frosting, I could probably eat a whole thing.
You know what sounds really good? Let's go get some frosting and a Ritz cracker and put that frosting on a Ritz, the sweet and the salty.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Hell yes.
I think that would be good. She's on favor already.
Nope.
Guys, we're going to talk about the movie Juno, PG-13. This movie came out in 2007. It is a comedy drama. It's an hour and 36 minutes long.
Flew by.
It did for me too. Man, did this movie make some money. This movie got a 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes?
74.
No. Oh, I see what you did. You did the formula. No, I mean, way, way different.
82.
Nope.
54.
Amy? Got a guess? Sean, you already know what it is.
46.
No, dum-dum. It's like a super popular movie. 94%.
Okay, I don't
Rotten
agree with that.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Budget. This is fucking crazy. Budget this movie $7.5 million. Box office $232 million.
I saw this in theaters.
It kept Fox Searchlight, their little indie division
Yeah.
of their
Right.
huge evil empire afloat for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
This one movie.
Yeah.
I think I saw this in the theater, but that surprises me. I mean, I know that this is a big movie,
Yeah.
but I
Man,
think I might have a very different opinion.
do you?
Sounds
I'm
like
super
it.
interested in this then. I can't wait to get down to business. Now, Eric, had you seen this movie before?
No, I had not. And I was incredibly nervous about watching this because
Jesus.
I thought that was your
I
glass.
thought it was the wine. I totally thought it was the wine for sure as well.
Y'all haven't learned my broken wine glass noise yet?
No.
I was nervous because I'm aware of this film culturally, and I'm also aware that one of the things that people claim to like about it or that was interesting about it was how quick-witted Juno's character is, and how the character, she always is quick with a comeback and so hip and all this stuff. And I just knew in my heart that I was going to be so fucking annoyed by
You were
this
gonna hate it.
bullshit.
You were thinking it was Gilmore Girls?
Jesus, yes.
Oh, so-
What?
I like Gilmore Girls.
Can we just end the show? Because that's what I thought.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it before.
Oh, these
You
two
couldn't- no.
insufferable
Don't do it.
No.
mother-daughter bullshit. Everything's real quick. And they oh, you mean like Napoleon when he was in this? And then it's like two Dennis Millers talking at each other
right.
constantly.
They actually did. They made fun of
It's
it
like
on Family
It's
Guy,
got to be a Family Guy thing.
Oh.
and it was really funny and very accurate.
It's the worst. And that's what I thought I was getting into with this. So I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't. I did write a pre-synopsis.
All right.
but
Well, let's figure out what you thought the movie was going to be about. Here we go.
Over to Eric Cohen. Pre-synopsis.
Abortions.
Jesus Christ.
So it doesn't take place in Texas.
Exactly. A teenage girl navigates school, life, parents, and her own emotions when she finds out that she's unexpectedly pregnant. That's what I thought this movie was going
Before
to be.
it's too late.
Before it's too late.
All right. Okay.
Can she abort this child before it's too late? Which is like 6 weeks now.
Yeah,
or
now
8
in
weeks
Texas.
or something
Yeah, like
that.
that's outrageous.
Can she find out about this baby
Yeah,
before it's too late?
That is exactly.
All right. What was the movie actually about, Eric?
Over to Eric Cohen. Synopsis.
Faced with an unplanned pregnancy, an offbeat young woman makes an unusual decision regarding the unborn child.
I don't think it's unusual to.
It's not unusual to keep your baby and give it up for adoption. Da-da-da-da-da.
Definitely doesn't seem unusual. That's fucking weird.
There's only really 3 outcomes, right? I mean, you have the baby and keep it.
I had a baby. It's a boy.
You have a baby, you give it up for adoption, or you have an abortion, or I guess there's a fourth. You have a baby and throw it in a well.
Yeah,
Or
you
you, or you
abandon
could
it.
miscarry.
How many outcomes are there?
7.
You could gift
And there's
it
only one
to somebody like for Christmas.
I think it's reversed.
She set me up.
There's one outcome. I disagree. There's one outcome. There's like 9 incomes.
No. You only come in once.
Come in once.
Really, the cum goes out and then in.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
true.
kind of like a
Oh,
yin,
I see what.
yang
Okay,
type
I'm
of
thinking
thing.
of the female perspective.
You would.
Yeah.
Excuse-
Wow.
I'm
we don't
so
have
sorry.
we don't have those in Texas.
You're
anymore.
always
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, we
and-
don't have those in Texas.
Well, actually, Amy.
Well, actually.
All right, Sean. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and start talking. Does anybody got to pee or anything?
No, I'm good, Dad. Thanks.
Okay. I'll need to pee soon, but let's just go ahead
Before we
and
get on the
Amy's
road.
contemplating.
No, I can. No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
No, I can hold it.
All right. Here we go, Sean.
Well, if it isn't McGuff the crime dog. Back for another test?
I think the first one was defective. The plus sign looks more like a division symbol, so I remain unconvinced.
Third test today, Mama Bear. Your ego is prego. No doubt about it.
I just drank my weight in Sunny D, and I gotta go pronto.
Well, you know where the lavatory is. You pay for that pee stick when you're done. Don't think it's yours just because you marked it with your urine. What's the prognosis, Fertile Myrtle? Minus or plus?
Don't know, it's not seasoned yet. Take some of these. No. There it is. That little pink plus sign is so unholy.
That ain't no Etch-a-Sketch. This is one doodle that can't be undid, Holmes Gillett.
Does Dwight make you all so happy?
Yes.
Like,
It just became his movie.
right. Oh,
I didn't know he was in this.
yeah. And were you just giddy?
And I went,
And he just sounds like Dwight the whole time
Yeah.
until he says home skillet.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a weird one. But
Fertile Myrtle.
yes, it's like
Yeah.
he got let go from Dunder Mifflin.
Just
and
because you
found himself working at
mark it with your urine.
That ain't no
That
Etch-a-Sketch.
ain't no Etch-a-Sketch. Yeah. You know, yeah, it was cool to see him there. It's funny to just see also just how, you know, she is with everybody. It's like already you're like, why is she talking to this guy and so open about this? And, you know, going into the convenience store and doing it there, you know.
The drama of taking multiple tests
Yeah.
is so weird to me. Like, I never understood that. I know it's like for movies, it's one thing, but like I've had friends that did that. They're like, I took 7 and they're all positive. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you really got to 7?
because
Like,
you're pregnant.
Past
if
2?
the first one said positive and then you double checked and that one said negative, you still go to the doctor. Like, you know
right,
what I mean?
exactly.
Right.
Inconclusive is something, but like that's something I never really understood.
No, me either.
Just the drama behind it.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to ask you guys that. I mean, because usually when you buy one, you go ahead and buy 2, right?
Well, they come with
They
2
come in
a
like
lot of
double
times.
packs.
Yeah. See?
One for you,
Yeah.
one to share.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my god, I literally couldn't even get that thing like up to put the cap on. It was like pregnant. I was like, son of a bitch. You said I had 3 minutes.
And I only took one pregnancy test before we tried. I never had like the scares and all the things, and I never took many. I have friends that took them all the time,
Yeah.
because they were either paranoid or just very promiscuous.
Yeah, or
Mhm,
like
mhm.
not wearing rubbers.
Or the drama
Yeah.
friend. There is
Right.
always just the drama friend that likes to
Oh,
take
for
pregnancy
sure.
tests just for.
Yeah, so
drama.
it was not a familiar thing to me before I was even trying to get pregnant.
Yeah. I don't know much about that, but one time I did have a girlfriend get a yeast infection,
Okay.
and her mom told me that I needed to put Monostat 7 on myself.
Okay.
Her mother told you
Yeah,
that?
yeah. And I did, and it broke my whole ass dick out in these like
Sit
ant
ass
bite
dick.
fucking sores.
So girlfriend's mom won.
Yeah. Oh man, she got me good.
Yeah.
This is the same girlfriend that one time they were out for the night, and they knew that we were coming to their house to watch a movie or whatever.
Bang.
And swear to God, this is a true story. There was a note and a hot dog that's been cut in half, nailed to the door frame, and the piece of paper just said "snip, snip."
Watch your
That
weenie.
is brilliant.
Yeah, it was pretty good. She
Did it
was
stop
pretty
you?
fun. Oh no, we
Exactly.
actually probably used the hot dog in our whatever we were doing.
Oh.
We were hungry.
Raw dogging it.
That's what happens. You know, so
that's your closest to pregnancy test.
Was the time a hot dog was nailed to the. Okay.
oh no, I just don't have any experience with pregnancy tests.
You have 2 children.
Well, I have 3.
Well, 3 children.
But yeah, but we didn't really have to take pregnancy tests all the time. It was just like, you know, fucking went up in there and
I literally called my friend and I said, I want you to grab me a 6-pack of Dos Equis and a pregnancy test, and we'll just see how the night goes.
Yeah.
And then she drank all my beers.
Oh.
yeah, that's what happens.
You
That's
could
what
have
happens.
totally
man.
had those beers. There's plenty of women who don't even know they're pregnant for
So
you know
true.
some amount of time. So I think you can drink for the first like 7 months.
The thing is that like anytime,
Someone
like
had
what, and I don't remember the scare ever, except for just when I was a kid. So like, you know, when you're in high school or, you know, young adulthood or whatever, it's like, but
I was worried I was pregnant
None
one
of
time
the-
because I hadn't started my period yet because I hadn't started my period.
Right, that's the
but
thing.
I had also never had sex. I just was like,
girl, I like we would just wait it out, you know, just be like, well, I still haven't gotten in. Oh shit. If only there were a way we could find out right now
You'd
so we
be like,
wouldn't
yeah, but you're being really bitchy. It's on its way. Don't worry.
then boy, the day when you like the really bad scares, like if it was like 2 or 3 weeks later or whatever, those would have you contemplate your fucking future.
well,
Like,
you clearly didn't,
I don't know
didn't
if
have
this
a
is,
partner that was really, really comfortable stealing from the neighborhood Walmart. Like, you know what I mean?
what does that mean? I don't understand.
Go and get a pregnancy test.
What do you? I
Just
don't know
steal
what you're saying. No, we
Instead of waiting it out. Yeah. you just go
Oh,
ahead.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got.
He was great. What a guy.
What, me? What did I do?
No,
everyone else knows
her
what's happening, right?
partner that would go in and steal the pregnancy test, so she
Teenage
didn't have to
boyfriend.
wait
I said
it
you
out.
didn't have a teenage boyfriend that was real comfortable stealing from a
Got it.
neighborhood
And he
Walmart.
would be like, let's figure this out right now. I can't fucking sleep at night, kind of thing.
Kind of.
Okay.
I think he was always kind of rooting for like we could have a family. Like,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh,
And I'd be like-
no.
Yeah. Oh,
And then
man.
his mom would be like, "Hey, steal me some ramen noodles while you're in there." True story.
What you got, Sean?
So Amanda's cousin found out she was pregnant 2 months ago.
Okay.
She
Oh,
just had the
no.
baby like last week.
What?
Fucking what?
She had no idea. They just went to the doctor, and the doctor just happened to. I don't know how that stuff works. Run some tests.
Okay, so the boy puts his penis.
No, you know what I mean.
Okay.
Sean, when a man needs to prove to his parents that he's not gay,
So let's just
oftentimes
say, let's just say,
they'll
like
get
when
together.
when mommy and daddy love each other very much.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
It's
But that
just
shit
like that
happens. I mean, there
show.
really are
She didn't
people
know
that,
at all.
that
It
go
could have
through
been
the
one
whole
of those
thing.
toilet babies.
That's
where
what I
That's a
heard.
thing.
Yeah, that does happen,
I used to
right?
watch. There was a
Can you
television
imagine?
show about that for a while, just called "I Didn't Know I Was
I didn't-
Pregnant."
I remember
And when I
that.
saw the commercials, I was like, "Bullshit! Doesn't make sense." But you really do. Some people, like even on like a second or third pregnancy, like your uterus just sits back really far,
This is her.
and so it
fourth,
doesn't stick
so-
out.
Oh yeah. Did
So,
it walk
but
out?
but hold on, but the missing
Hello?
are they missing
Hello,
periods?
my honey.
No, I mean,
But some women don't have
she
periods
does-
anyway.
She has. I don't remember what she has something with her.
Endometriosis.
I think that's what it is. Where it was just
Yeah,
everything.
It's
PCOS.
super sporadic.
Some people
Yeah.
take their birth control and just don't, and they don't
They'll
say
skip
skip
it,
the
yeah.
sugar pills, so you just don't have
Oh,
a period. Some people
sure.
take birth control that doesn't let you have one.
Right.
Sometimes you're really athletic, or if you have an eating disorder.
There's so many things.
like that's
Hmm.
crazy.
But one thing that like really hit home with me, it's like she only had 8 weeks to like prepare like
Yeah.
a whole new baby. I was
Wow.
like,
A
whoa.
whole new world.
Was the
Don't
baby-
close your eyes.
Was the
A
baby healthy?
little
What's that?
baby we
Baby was
never
healthy?
knew.
Totally fine. Yeah, they're already back home.
We've
They went
got to
home the
paint
next day.
a room,
Good for them.
get
I
a
feel
new
like if you're gonna have a
broom,
surprise
and
baby, like baby number 4 is way better than baby
put a
number 1
crib on the
Absolutely.
wall
'Cause
over
you realize how much shit you don't
there.
need by that
Right.
point.
Mustard or canary? Is that what they said?
Like
It was custard or cheesecake.
Custard or
Custard.
cheesecake?
Look at these swabs. Don't they look neat? Wouldn't you think they would make the nursery complete?
Wouldn't you think we're the parents who have
Everything. We could have us a boy or a girl. We could have twins or triplets or quads.
Okay, he's gonna rhyme quads. You guys watch out.
You want 5 babies?
Maybe 6. Oh my god.
Maybe 20. Oh my God.
It wasn't bad.
Thank you.
But
But you gave me the oh my God. I was getting there. You didn't let me fucking keep writing. Let's play
this
that
is
back,
not
Sean.
a fight.
Okay, you're right.
It was a collab.
But I love her dialogue. I'm sorry. I love the character's dialogue in that and Elliot, the way that he delivers it, said dialogue, where it's like I figure I'll just nip it in the bud before it gets worse. In health class they teach us that pregnancy leads to an infant.
Yeah, that'll
So
happen.
and he's like
our moms
like
are
our
our teachers.
like our parents and our
Moms and
teachers.
teachers.
Yeah.
I like that. I never noticed that comes back again later.
Yes,
because
with the kid
I've seen
when
this
they're
movie
running
several
yeah.
times. I never noticed that
thought
came back
that was
twice, which
funny.
made it so much funnier.
But and just
mom's our teacher.
just the whole fact that she had found the living room that was this is the greatest discarded living room I've ever seen in my life, and she takes to set it up in front of his house to for this big reveal, and then it's just like, Sorry I had sex with you. I'll see you at school. You know,
with the pipe.
Like what? What? Can you imagine that kid? He came out the door to catch up with the running team.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
He just balls a dangling, ready to
All
jog.
more than balls. When they started showing all the stuff,
yeah.
it was like full on ding dong.
What does she call them? Meat sticks or
Oh.
something?
I was gonna make a note of it and I didn't. Dang it.
Meat torpedoes, pink puffered yogurt shooters.
Do you guys
Caucasaurus Rex? Sorry.
Do you guys like remember lab partners and shit? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, did you always have like there was always 4 people at a station? Wasn't there always fucking one person that took it serious and everybody else didn't give a shit?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Amy, you were for sure the person that took it serious.
100%.
Okay.
And even into college.
Really?
I was
Yeah.
The only
Okay.
one.
I would have 100% befriended you and copied the shit out of your paper.
Same comedic
There's
relief. That was
all
always
the
my
time.
job.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
There's the guy who doesn't care about the lab, but does want to be in charge of lighting the Bunsen burner.
Yeah.
Hang on. Wait a
And-
second. I think we have our lab group here.
I think you're right. I think we are a pretty good team. I would add to the thing and I would do, but I really still didn't give a
Yeah,
shit.
my part, no more, no less.
Yeah, 100%.
I was homeschooling Eller the other day for his science class, and we were learning about volume and not auditory volume, but the
Yes,
amount
sir.
of space.
No, we all
that an
figured out what you were
object
talking about.
Takes
Yeah.
up.
Thank you.
And so to measure the volume, of course, there's a lot of different ways to do it. But in this lesson, they presented an graduated cylinder. Fill it with some water, drop objects in there, and however much displacement there was. And we
Yes, go
discussed meniscus, and we discussed
Get dirty.
some other things.
Yeah.
And Erlenmeyer flasks.
Yes.
And all these things. And
I
it
tore my
just-
meniscus. I
and
had to
it
have knee surgery.
Took me right back to science class, 9th grade, Bunsen burners and all that.
I haven't heard graduated cylinder in a long
I know
time.
that did kind of like just like spark this part of my brain that I didn't know was there.
I'm gonna be honest, and y'all mark my word. Somebody take that. That's a good name for a band. Graduated cylinder. That's a that's a great name for a band. And there's so many different things you could sound like, you know.
Nerd rock.
It could be nerd rock, you could be primacy, you know, like
math
sort of
rock.
like you could be prog or whatever, but you know, fuck it.
You can make science videos on YouTube.
I feel like we need to have a
Yes.
science person, just some type of scientist come in and we should do an experiment because we have our lab group.
Hello, scientist.
I'm a scientist.
Hello, scientist.
Yeah, but you're in the
Hey,
group. You
scientist,
can't be the teacher.
I know this
Amy.
isn't your job.
What? Will you hand me a beer?
Yeah, anyway, it's funny. I had one time my lab partner in my sophomore year was an albino.
Oh,
And,
so he was the experiment.
It was a girl.
Oh, shit.
And
Sorry. It's already started.
actually just recently on a Facebook thing, she was just like, "Hey, it's me. I don't know if you remember me." I thought to myself, how the fuck would I forget you?
She's like, I started The Greatest Showman. I don't know if you saw me there,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
my hair was a little crazy.
remember like you'd put the goggles on to look at me, you know, like it's fucking really bright and shit, you know, like but you know, and then but remember in science and shit, you'd figure out stuff like if we put these iron filings on there, we're making pyro, you know, and you're just like, God, science is fucking fun as shit.
Science is rad.
It's so fun.
It's fucking hard though.
Kind of a bummer that, well, it's difficult and there are some pretty heady concepts in there. So now we've got a whole kind of subset of our population that's like, fuck it, that shit's too hard and I don't understand it, so it can't be real. And so that's how we end up with a bunch of fucking
COVID
ding dong ass fucking bitch ass motherfuckers who can't science very good.
Hey
And
man,
so
they
now-
used to tell my dad he would never have a calculator every time and he wanted to get up in there and do some math. And guess what? I got it on my phone, motherfucker.
So
I'm so sensitive.
take your science.
I'm so sensitive to this just from being, I don't know, existing or on the fucking internet for the last however many years that like my tiny little child literally just the other day said, you know, if you really think about it, the earth could possibly be flat. And I was just like, no, it can't. And he was so like, well, okay, like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you take it back. You never say that. Don't ever talk about that
Yeah.
in public.
Never say that in
I
front
will
of
take
people.
you to space. You can go with William Shatner. I don't care.
Okay,
don't know,
that's
but
what I was going to say. William Shatner. He came back down to Earth and he was like, "It's round. It's not flat." He made a joke about it. It was hilarious. Way to go, William Shatner.
Was he a flat earther?
No.
Okay,
He just knows that they are out there, and he was like, just to confirm, it is not flat.
Right.
Everyone's like, he's 90. He's got bad eyesight.
I've never figured out if this flat Earth thing is just the world's largest, most elaborate troll job.
I think it has to be.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I mean, it just seems so silly. It's so silly.
Right.
I mean, I've flown to Asia both directions.
I think that sometimes though people troll these situations. It's like whenever people go to like the political rallies and like do the interviews with people just to get them to say dumb shit. Like I think somebody's trolled this so much that people started believing it on accident.
Oh, there's
and they
another
accidentally
big
created a
movement
movement
like that.
of flat earthers.
So it came full circle, like the joke.
Full circle.
Fucking science everywhere.
That's fucking funny. Jack is failing chemistry right now. And he said to me today, he goes, I'm going to fail chemistry if they don't let me switch teachers. He goes, all of the people who are taking chemistry next year, they're already switching teachers because people know this teacher can't teach. And I go, he goes, I got to meet with my counselor. I go, it's so crazy that y'all could just go to your counselor and be like, hey, I just need to get a different teacher. Because when I was a kid, it was like, yeah, go the fuck back to class, dipshit.
Well, also,
You know?
I mean, at some point they can't get they can't just change teachers.
Yeah.
Because
you know what though? I'll say
It's,
little
it's
chip
fucking
off
heat.
the old block Reddick he kind of knows how to just things. He's got a charm. I'm talking about Jack. Like he
Jack
kind of has
could-
like this charmed life where like he can kind of just make that shit happen.
You know
Like,
what?
he's
I
switched
don't
some
doubt it.
He
classes.
doesn't
He's a
have a
hustler.
he doesn't have a charmed life, but he's charming.
I was about to say, I thought that's where you were going.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
Charming.
I
That's
see
what
what you're saying.
I'm saying like
yeah.
like the universe just kind of works for him because he can. I don't know. He just manages those
That kid
things.
is
Yeah,
extremely
he's
like that.
charming.
He's
and
charismatic,
He's
yeah.
also a hustler. He will work for what he wants.
That's right.
But
yeah, I think he was running a Snapchat.
That
scam in, like, sixth
motherfucker,
grade.
it's that
Good
my
for him.
DNA is some kick-ass goddamn DNA.
Yeah, Jarrett can't fucking you just say not charmed. Like he's just like him. Like Jarrett can't not like okay, they went golfing the other day. He had to stay for the raffle because he knew he was gonna win the raffle. 'Cause
Yeah,
he
I
wins-
fucking want
'cause
to.
that's what happens.
I want a
Oh.
$700 Power Wheel thing. I mean, like it's fucking crazy. And I was one number away, which means the guy behind me won a huge TV.
You have 1,000 TVs already.
Oh no, I wouldn't have kept it, but
where's your Power Wheel?
I'm donating the
Yeah,
Power
what's
Wheel
a Power Wheel?
to charity because it's
for
too
you.
small for our kids.
That's so cool.
Yeah, well, my wife told me to.
Yeah, if only you had neighbors or friends with kids that could appreciate something like that.
Would you like to actually give? Actually, you know what? I haven't given it to charity yet. What do you guys think about giving Greer a huge goddamn Mercedes SUV? It was supposed to be white, but it's black.
Well, for Christmas last year, she got a Range Rover.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
why are you fucking
You're
with
gonna
me
have
right
a
now?
garage full of them, like just like a fucking MTV Cribs.
It'll look like your current garage.
Don't fucking ever
Like
talk
a-
about
no,
my garage.
that's hoarders, not
Don't
cribs.
you ever talk
Yeah,
about my
don't-
fucking garage.
don't say
You
anything
don't
about
look
the
at my
garage.
garage. You don't talk about my garage, and you certainly don't think about fucking hanging out with my garage.
I walked through there accidentally last time we were
How?
here,
Yeah.
and I went, and I went, look at all this shit.
Fuck
Isn't
y'all,
it
man.
neat?
Dude, it's look, here's
Wouldn't
the
Look
you
at
think
this
their
shit.
collection's complete?
I couldn't get the Christmas
you think.
decorations up because the goddamn shelves are falling off the ceiling. I haven't had a chance to fix those.
To be
yet.
fair, last year we didn't get them up either, and then we just like it was just Christmas time again,
Yeah.
so we were like, "Fuck it, I'm for it."
Anyway, I hate
I
you
don't.
guys.
No, I don't ever
Hate
want
you-
your
hate you
garage to be
guys.
clean because I like seeing what's in there.
It's been clean in the past.
I know. I've
Yeah,
actually
people hung
seen
out
it
in our
clean.
garage one time, but it got weird.
God damn it, straight to hell.
It
All
did
right.
get weird.
So now let's talk about this. The caliber of the actors who play her parent, the Juno, the character's parents. Jesus Christ. I mean, these are two Academy Award winning motherfuckers, motherfucker. You
Yeah,
know?
J.K. Rowling and
I was gonna make that
Janny.
joke too.
You fucking
What
see,
is her
you
name?
shouldn't have been talking shit about my garage, and maybe you would have been on a little more.
that dumpy piece of shit.
Fuck your mother in the ever
can.
loving.
Yeah.
I have no
That
relationship
does not
with
hurt
her.
him
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Everybody
Everybody do
pull a
her.
Mexican train on her, or whatever you call it.
No, I can't.
That's a
I can't.
domino. That's
Dominoes.
I have
Domino's.
to stay up till 6:30 to do that. I don't know. I can't. But yeah, what is her name?
Allison
Jennings.
Jennings.
God, she's
Janning?
so good in everything
Janning.
she's in.
Janning.
She's good in everything she's in. And so is he.
Janny.
That guy goes from
Janning.
lovable
You're
roles like
sick-
this to
Pissing me off.
where he was in that show, and I only saw it a few times, but he was on the show on HBO that was about a prison, and he was literally the scariest villain that's ever villained.
Oh, he's terrifying.
I mean, and then the jazz drums movie.
Oh, that's a
Whiplash.
good one. But also Burn After Reading. Remember, that's what I think of every time I see
Oh,
his
yeah.
character in Juno.
That's- I
'cause
don't
it's so
oh,
dry.
that's right.
Just
That's
to,
right.
Like, I guess just
Clean it up,
somebody do
then
just
we-
Clean it up.
whatever it is that needs to be cleaned up.
Clean it up. Yeah, but I can't imagine.
What's his name in real
And those
life,
two.
J.K. Simmons.
This is
Simmons.
15 years ago. I mean, can you just imagine I like shit like that where you're just like, fuck, man, that's some badass actors right there in the same room together. You know, it's that shit's great. And the hey, did you barf in my urn? You know,
Blue
just-
shit.
there's
in
just
there?
she goes blue shit. I mean, stuff in my because Liberty Bell is sitting there stacking bacon bits in the
Liberty Bell.
potato and shit.
I would never do that to your urn.
Yeah, never. And that was the blue shit. And then finally, I believe her name was Sun Chin.
Huh?
Is it?
Oh, yes.
Sun Chin.
No, it was Sum Ting Wong.
Nope.
No, that is definitely not it.
Can't do that.
Yeah, Sun Chin.
Holy fuck.
Which basically, you know, she's going in there to get this this procedure done. And keyword fingernails. That's what got her. Hold on. What? I guess you can take all three. I mean, the problem is that, well, we need to wash his sheets anyway. Are you okay with that? I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I just usually let him out really early, and I don't want to wake him up at like 6:30 because they're gonna start barking and losing their mind.
Just send Everett up to let the dogs out in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Who?
Yep.
Y'all can wake me up at any time to let the dogs out because mom takes him out at 6:30.
Okay. Well, you can take all three. It's just that Milo will 100% hear us downstairs in the morning and want to get up.
Okay. And if I hear mom, just let him out.
Okay. All right, bud. Love you. Good night. What was I doing? Talking about abortions?
Yep. Go.
That was my child.
Fingernails.
He
Oh,
fucking
fingernails.
survived, guys.
He has fingernails.
Yeah, he does. Fingernails being the key, and it's fun. At first, you think she's just kind of being annoyed by the noise or whatever, because Casey would be able to pick that out. Like I don't ever hear anything like that, and Casey can hear everything rustling around or whatever, dogs chewing and things like that. But anyway, that got to her, man. But the receptionist with the no, first she asked Sunyin, like, I'm just, I'm oh, do you want to buy some of my Adderall? Oh, I'm not doing pills anymore.
But I
I'm
don't
off
think it was necessarily just the noises. Did you get that it was just all fingernails?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah, that I said at first it sort of felt like that. And then fingernails becomes the trigger. And it's like, but then the lady just goes, okay, fill this out. All of it. I want to know every score and every sore. It's like, ew.
Gross.
But yeah, and then
I thought that scene was funny because the Adderall thing. Because that's actually really good because I know a girl who took a bunch of crazy pills mixed up and then jumped in the fountain at the mall and was naked and yelling all kinds of stuff. She goes, "Yeah, that was you."
Yeah, I heard that was you.
Anyway,
so good, man. So good.
Funny.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. 5 more clips. We're doing great. This is awesome. If you're in the chat, hey, try to hang out. We're gonna be funny when we get back. If you're not on the chat, you didn't hear this, and we'll see you in a minute.
You can see it in her eyes, the doubts we all go through. We'll see you through those unsure looks, just staring back at you.
When you're ready for contact lenses, trust the Pearl team of experts for the right lenses and a comfortable fit.
You'll see it in her eyes, that look you'll always prize. No
but he cares for eyes more than pearls.
There's a certain kind of person who's always working to do things better. At Bank One, we have 9,000 of them.
9,000 people care how well we serve. We're a company, a winning team of 9,000 people who care.
4 days only. Just 4 days for the Fredder Appliance in the store warehouse sale. 4 days this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Don't spend more than $163 for this 19-inch color portable TV or $237 for this Magnavox VHS video cassette recorder.
The Fredder Appliance 4-day in the store warehouse sale. 4 big days this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
4 days of low prices just for you.
To help them in the never-ending battle against the evil Decepticons, the Autobots create a new breed of robots, Dinobots.
More than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers. Robots in disguise. The Decepticons are attacking! Dinobots will get them! Captain and Dinobots! Transformers
From Hasbro.
You can wish upon a star fairy. Yes, it's time to come into Castle Wistar, our home in the clouds. Sparkle, I've been granting wishes all day. Now can we have a party? First, take a nap.
Star fairies sold separately.
Now? Yes, I'm taking a bath. Now we can dance. There's only one thing I love more than dancing. What? Making wishes come true.
New Castle Wish Star comes with bed, bath, throne, and maypole. Your parents put it together from Tonka.
We started from scratch to create new Pillsbury's best cookies. Think we're bragging? Just put our cookie where your mouth is.
Pop and fresh dough.
Now there are even more ways to care for your Cabbage Patch Kids. There are soft quilted travel beds for kids on the go.
Would you like her papers?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Cabbage Patch Kids collapsible playpens to keep your kids from wandering off.
Cute. He's gonna be a lifeguard too.
And even Cabbage Patch Kid carry packs to make transporting your kids easier.
They're one of a kind. They're Cabbage Patch Kids. You can give them all your love. My Little Pony Dream Castle. I can play with my little ponies there. My Little Pony Dream Castle. A beautiful place to comb their pretty hair. My Little Pony Dream Castle. A lovely throne and Spike the Dragon too. My Little Pony Dream Castle. Little Pony, it's all for you. I love you, My Little Pony.
My Little Pony Dream Castle comes with My Little Pony Majesty. Other ponies sold separately from Hasbro.
Six great issues plus 6 free strategy guides on a hot new game. That's twice the power for still $15. Wow, call now.
I would be honored if you and Sadie Ann visited my home.
Now there are special Cabbage Patch Kids called World Travelers, and they come dressed in the clothes of the country they like best.
Beavers, please.
Here they are.
They all have official U.S. passports with their own numbers.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
And all World Travelers come with special clothes, tote bag, T-shirts, and travel information.
Looks like you.
Here's Ronald McDonald in Working Out.
It's a good time for getting in shape.
Being the best that you can.
Making muscles where there were none. That's all part of the plan.
Ronald's lifting weights. Gee, that's me.
The hamburger's lifting and all he takes.
McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Uh-oh. It's a good time.
Hamburger, you'll never shape up.
For the great taste of McDonald's. Sweet secret, sweet secret.
So you have a sweet secret too?
It's beautiful jewelry to everyone else, but it turns into playthings when you're by yourself. A jewelry box for your sweet secret friends turns into a house where the fun never ends. So much inside, the perfect place for sweet secrets to hide.
Quick, someone's coming!
Sweet Secrets jewelry box comes with everything you see here from Galoob.
Here's what the fashion-minded Cabbage Patch Kid will be wearing this year.
Beautifully made. Oh, it's an original Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch Fun Furs for going out fancy.
Enjoy dinner. Love it. Bake me.
And for fun at bedtime, there are Cabbage Patch Kids costume sleepers.
Hey, good night, kids.
With a footprint so you know it's an original.
Good night, Teddy. Good night, buddy.
Cabbage Patch Kids Fun Furs and Sleepers for every Cabbage Patch Kid.
Did you see the latest Nintendo newsletter?
Whoa, nice graphics. I'd like to get my hands on that game.
You mean you haven't played it yet? We can play it on my Nintendo Entertainment System. It's The Legend of Zelda, and it's really rad. Those creatures from Ganon are pretty bad. Octoroks, Tektites, Levers, too. But with your help, our hero pulls through. Yeah, go Link, yeah, get Zelda. Awesome. Intense.
The Nintendo Entertainment System. Your parents help you hook it up. The Legend of Zelda sold separately.
Come for the quick, Sideshow. Try and take it, Leader One.
You can win a GoBot in the Nestle Quick Challenge of the GoBots game. 1 in 32,000 will win the grand prize, every GoBot toy. There are 250,000 prizes in all.
Take the back road, Sideshow. Eat my... Poor little pound puppies. They had no one to love them.
Pound puppy, you were sad and lonely. Brought you home, now you're my one and only. Pound puppy, you're my one and only puppy love.
Pound puppies are so cuddly soft, they feel real. Each sold separately. You can name them.
Fetch, Coco.
And for a few dollars more, send for a name tag, stickers, and owner's certificate.
Pound puppy, you're my one and only puppy love.
From Tonka.
All was quiet on Sleepy Street when up drove the cars with the earthquake beat. Smoking shakers, shaking up the town. Smoking shakers, smoking all around. Now these babies rattle and these babies smoke. Smoking shakers, shaking up a whole lot of folks. Whole Sleepy Street is now wide awake. Smoking shakers rattle and shake, 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 shake. Smoking shakers, shaking up the town. Smoking shakers,
Smokin' Shakers by Ertl. If you're still shopping supermarket weekly specials, hold on to your wallet, because for every price they drop, they raise others to pay for it. Lower one price, raise another. Down, up, save, lose. It's enough to throw even the smartest shopper for a loop. But there's one way to bring the cost of your food bill down without all the ups. No specials, just absolute minimum pricing on everything every day. Shop the new Giant Eagle. It sure beats getting taken for a ride.
You should look at adoption ads. I see them all the time in the Penny Saver.
They have ads for parents?
Yeah, desperately seeking spawn. Right next to like terriers and iguanas and used fitness equipment and stuff. It's like totally legit. Wholesome, spiritually wealthy couple have found true love with each other. Oh, all that's missing is your bastard.
I want a parakeet.
Juno, you're totally not even listening to me.
No, I heard you. I just, like, I don't want to give the baby to a family that describes themselves as wholesome.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I just want something a little more edgier.
Okay, what did you have in mind exactly?
I was thinking more like graphic designer, mid-30s, you know, with a cool Asian girlfriend who, like, dresses awesome and rocks out on the bass guitar. But I don't want to be too particular.
Okay. How about this? Educated, successful couple seeking infant to join our family of 5. You will be compensated. Help us complete the circle of love.
Yeesh.
That sounds great.
They sound like a friggin' cult, is what they sound like. And besides, they already have 3 kids, you know? They're just like greedy little bitches.
He's got this thing that he does though, where he like every once in a while he'll just go, and because we do you know,
Cult.
and then because the cult, whatever. But then he'll just be like talking. Hey, I'm just talking normal right now, and I'm because if
This is the way I talk until I talk like this.
Yeah,
So then I come back out of that.
Yeah, and then
I
now here's one thing that that this movie does that is, I think, super unique, and I don't think movies do this enough, because in the world, friends don't always have to be like the same music or this. This is a cheerleader and the dorky, like, flannel wearing shirt kid, you know?
Yeah, but all the jocks love the
But
girls like that.
But they're best buds. And like, it's like, no, you know, like this is the first person that Juno calls to say, hey, I'm pregnant, is the freaking head cheerleader that is in love with the insanely homely teacher guy. Like,
what's his name? Like Keith or
you're
Please
just going,
don't call Mr. So-and-so
yeah,
Keith.
you're just going, this girl for sure has daddy issues. She's gonna be a stripper.
And that in joke that I laughed out loud at when she is talking to the teacher and goes, oh yeah, I love Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I get it.
Got it.
I know what you're doing.
But I think you hit the nail on the head when you said that he will go in between these different voices.
Yeah.
And that's what bugged me the whole time.
I get it.
And
I get it.
I like the movie altogether. Like, I'll just
Mhm.
go ahead and go there.
You liked the movie.
I liked the movie.
No, we're supposed to all say it together. She said all together. You liked the movie.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But I don't like his performance in it.
Wow.
I know. And I
Interesting.
know that I'm the only one that will
Yeah,
say
I mean,
that.
but you do understand that that's really what sold the goddamn movie to everyone. I mean, it's very, very well written. It's like,
I also think what sold the movie was the idea that they're finally making a movie about shit that really happened.
sure, but this, I do feel like
But they tried to
it's
make
the
Juno
dialogue, the
character
delivery.
a real high school kid.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's the thing. is that
Without making
it
a
wasn't-
statement about what the social construct or issue is.
Mhm. They didn't even
stayed so
yeah.
far away from
Well,
it.
their
which I
one,
think is
their
so
one,
cool.
their
Yes.
one attempt at it is having the pilled out fucking science geek, you know, who got naked in a fountain be the only person that's standing in her way, you know,
Right.
and that's it. Everybody else was like, "Hey, it's your choice." You know, is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Okay,
it
okay.
is, but
Yeah.
even the man, the guy, you know, Paulie Bleecker, he's not even a factor, and they're not dwelling on the
They
drama
took
and emotion
him-
of what they think
yeah.
a girl in this situation is. It's sometimes I think it is like this.
It's a pragmatic day in the life view as opposed to this preachy, you ought to, you ought not to.
The struggle behind
let's,
it.
Let's,
dude-
let's frame it in a way where the audience leaves going, I know that if I ever was in that situation, this is what I would do.
They didn't even let you
don't
think about your own
have to-
situation.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just you're just
No,
watching somebody's.
See,
yeah.
Bleeker's situation to me is very I get what you're saying, and you're right. They didn't give him a voice in it because they made her so strong-willed that he could say something like, whatever you want to do, and then he's out. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. He's off
He
the hook.
doesn't have a say.
But he still gets to be the nice guy, and he
Sure.
still gets to be the friend. And I think if she had made another decision, he would have made the right choice. Like, I think he would have. They give you the impression that he would have been figured it out either way, but it was obviously up to her.
No, and I like the story and the characters and everything. I think it was his performance that I didn't like. And then I started thinking about
Elliot Page.
Elliot
yeah,
Page.
Yep.
And then I started thinking about Inception, and
Mm.
I thought, I don't think he really did much in that either.
Interesting.
I just don't
Gosh,
think,
that's so crazy.
Maybe I just don't like Elliot Page.
Maybe I mean because for me, the only scene that made me uncomfortable is the first scene that we watched. It's the as far as like the acting and the delivery and stuff. The only thing that I felt like was really, really forced and fake was the Juno's conversation with Dwight. Like that's
how I felt the entire movie.
okay. So I understand that.
Yeah.
For me, the rest of the movie, it made sense. I mean, you know, there's the whole telling the parents thing and saying, you know, hey, here's the deal. I'm pregnant, but if it makes you feel any better, I've got insane heartburn and I haven't taken a dump since Wednesday.
And all I need you to give me is mercy.
This is what I was worried about happening going into it.
Right.
Based on what I had heard, I was relieved to not feel that way. I can understand why you would.
Yeah.
I appreciated, you talked about the writing. I appreciate the writing because, again, it feels like a snapshot of just the situation as it is.
Yeah.
And we never got scenes like, this big dramatic arm up to the forehead. Well, I guess I'm just all alone in this.
Oh, sure.
Sure. Oh, no, she never felt sorry for herself once.
Didn't feel sorry for herself.
No.
Was very realistic, like you said, about what she, the character, is going through. I found that part of it incredibly refreshing.
Yeah.
And just and the in his acting to me didn't bother me at all. Luckily.
So
I
good.
Like
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I like you said, I think there is something really refreshing to that because you have Juno sitting there talking to her dad and saying, this is what's happening, but don't worry about it. I got it figured out. I'm going to do this thing. And then he's just like, okay, well then I'm going to go with you to see the family. And then Juno's like, okay.
Yes.
And then it's just like, that's the end of it. It wasn't like, no, I've got this on my own, or you
but
don't have
that
this,
was
or,
their relationship. And I think a
him-
lot of that becomes
or him
though.
shaming her.
Yes.
He makes a couple little
He
side
did
comments.
shame her though. He did say, I didn't think you were that kind of a girl. And she goes, I don't even know what kind of girl I am.
And it's
you know?
okay.
And-
But I think that was like, it wasn't, that's how it maybe would be.
I
Even if
found
you
that
had
realistic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I found that really realistic. Real.
I think that relationship is super, super special. And again, this is good writing. That relationship is special because her mom, Juno's mom, lives in a fucking trailer park in Arizona and sends cactuses every once in a while. This is a dad who, so if this girl's 16, since she was 6 years old, has been married to her stepmom, but has had this relationship with Juno. And quite frankly, I think handled it pretty well. I think that the stepmom handled it about as good as you could possibly imagine. I do love their reaction, where it's like, I was really hoping she got kicked out of school. He was like, man, I thought it'd be something like a DUI or something.
She was like, I was hoping it was like hard drugs.
Yeah,
I'm on drugs.
Yeah, something just.
I love them so much.
But and he's like Bleecker. Like, I didn't know the kid had it in him. And she goes, he's really good in chair.
Yeah.
Such a good. Here's the thing. Writing can sell a movie. I mean, look at Clerks. That movie is so terribly acted that it was actually incredibly hard to sit across from the guy who acted in it and talk seriously about how that movie was acted and all this shit because it's fucking terrible.
Well, at the very least, and if you haven't listened to that episode, we recommend that you do.
Yes, please.
But at least he was forthcoming about the fact that while other scenes are being filmed, they're over in the video store side
Writing the next one.
Writing and trying to block out, scenes. And so it was a very low budget movie with obviously very low budget actors on a very low budget set. And it was nice that he didn't try to come in there and be like, having done Shakespeare in the park for the previous 17 years.
He was great. He was great.
I'd love to try to get them back on before Clerks 3 comes out.
Yeah, I think that's doable. I think both of them had a really good time.
Annie likes to do
They were both really good. Yeah.
Yeah, they were both great. Super fun.
What were you guys' first impressions of Vanessa and Mark?
Before we do that, let's just say this. November the 17th. Is that right?
That's right.
November the 17th. Sean, grab your mic real quick. We are going to be live again at Lava Cantina, live with
Thomas Ian Nicholas.
Thomas Ian Nicholas from the movie American Pie. He was also in Rookie of the Year, so a lot of you guys will know him from that. Amy's child is fucking going to freak out when he finds out he's going to get to meet the Rookie of the Year guy. It's going to be awesome. But we're going to watch the movie American Pie at Lava Cantina November 17th. Tickets are on sale now. We got
starting as low as $10.
Starting as low as $10. So
up to $1,000.
Here's the thing: we're going to watch the movie with him. We're going to do the same thing that we always do. We'll take 5 to 6 breaks. We'll talk about the making of it and get some stories and with the stories and all of that. And then afterwards, Thomas's band is going to play a show, I believe either with or backed by the band Texas Flood, which is a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute band that's pretty fucking amazing. So
his
awesome.
band is called Three First Names, I believe.
So let's
Jason David Frank.
So he's like Michael, Michael Ian Black will be there. Like I don't know, fuck that.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, okay. God damn it, fuck. All right, let's talk about Vanessa and Mark. What was your question?
Well, I wondered what everyone's first. Well, you guys everyone had seen it before.
Yeah.
Well, try to think back to when you
When
first
it
saw it, because
first
I watched
came
it for
out.
the first time last night. What were your first impressions of them as a couple, of them as people?
Well, I'm a movie reviewer. I don't do impressions.
I can say that when this movie came out, I think I was 16 or 17 years old. I was the age of the character Juno. And I mean, it took me a lot longer to feel the discomfort back then of the cool guy than it did as an adult. That was kind of like a weird difference, because I remember being like, she's really uptight and he's really cool, and like that's going to be the conflict. And now as an adult and a mom and that has teenage kids and all that, I'm just like, the fucking red flags are just going wild, and it's so weird that I never noticed that before.
Yeah, so I'll say this. I'd only seen this movie one time, and right when they were on screen, then it dawned on me, but I thought that he got like way creepier. I don't think that he wasn't creepy, and obviously, just the whole like, hey, she's gone, we're all good, and get the hell out of here, she's coming in, like it's fucking gross. This is a fucking 16-year-old kid, and go ahead.
Oh, I'm saying, but I think that's like, I think it's supposed to increase that way.
But I had remembered it being like really, really manipulative, even though maybe this is. I'm just saying, like, the caliber of this is like it was sort of predatory in that he just let her figure it out and come to him,
It
and
was like a lure.
And here's the thing with that relationship. This wasn't the first time this had happened. And that's the reason why Jennifer Garner's always like, hey, what are you doing in here with a girl? Or am I reading that wrong? Is it just because she's 16 and she shouldn't be there in the same house as him?
I feel like it definitely comes off as like somebody that at least has like cheated before, because I feel like as a kid,
that's what I think.
As a kid even if it wasn't with a young person, as a kid watching the movie, I remember thinking that like the only reason he was acting that way when the wife came around was because she was like this overbearing control freak, and he just wanted to but I was a kid and I hung out with grown men, and I really did. I mean, not like in weird ways, but I did. I had friends that were older, and I remember hearing and taking the side of the cool guy and not understanding the perspective of a relationship.
You have a story where you and your friends as teenagers were going over to, we won't say any names, obviously, but like a brother's house of a friend and hanging out, and didn't realize until later in life that like we were hanging out with like almost 30-year-old dudes at 16, and it was fucking weird.
All the time. Yeah. I mean, I had a friend message me not that long ago and said, hey, I just ran into old so-and-so. We should all get together and have a drink. And I was just like, yeah, I really rethought that whole thing as an adult. I don't think I really need to hang out with that guy anymore.
Yeah.
And not because anything like necessarily bad happened, but you just get older and the perspective is going, okay, well, I have children that age, and this in my life.
Can you imagine that? Yeah. Can you imagine
and for me to be like, for those people to be about 30 and me to have been about the age of my stepchildren, and just being like, at the time, feeling like, oh, I'm just very mature, and people like me, now being like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like somebody said something really, I felt profound at the time. And it was like saying that whenever you are a young woman, especially one that maybe like has a little bit of like some issues or abandonment or whatever it is, the fucking textbook shit, right? That, obviously people that are predators are attracted immediately, but that people are constantly telling you like, you're so beautiful and you're so this and you're so mature for your age and you're just so this. And I saw a video where this girl said it's so weird because when I turned into an adult, all of a sudden I stopped hearing how beautiful and awesome and all these things that I was. And I wondered what was wrong with me until I realized what was wrong with me is that I'm an adult.
Right.
Oh,
Jesus
so
Christ.
awful.
And these people like children.
Gross.
Yes. Yeah. What motivation could there possibly be for a 30-year-old man to want to hang out with 16-year-olds?
Right.
Regardless of what didn't happen.
Yeah. So there's a meme.
What's the
There's a
motivation?
whole thing going around about 30-year-olds hanging out with 19-year-olds, and I was 40 and 40. Well, I'm 18 years older than you, so you were 22 or 23 then. So, and we're still married.
If they can get into a bar,
yeah, they
hang
can
out
get
with
into
you.
your car.
That's what they say.
Okay, I don't
With
know.
your
what
guitar.
I
That
don't
sounds
know.
like a really
With
good
your
t-shirt.
guitar. Yeah.
You can't go far.
I think with a can of tar.
A can of tar.
You know how
I don't know. What do
Okay,
you
got it.
carry tar in?
Yeah, a
But
bucket, I think.
I
don't
think this is a really interesting topic, and I was thinking about it when I was watching the movie, because when I saw this movie in theaters right when it came out, I was thinking, ew, on Juno. Like, she is such a attention-seeking whore. I mean,
what?
Yeah,
I was what
in the theater. When
That's
I was,
what you thought?
When I was young, she puts lipstick on in the van, and then she goes there knowing that Vanessa will not be there.
That's not wrong.
No, this is what I thought as a younger
But
person.
see that, but that's super like victim blaming, which is weird.
But
from
that
a,
wasn't a thing in 2007.
I know, but that's what I'm
No,
saying.
she's right.
I know you're right, but from a female's perspective,
yes,
the victim blaming thing, it's not really all that common. Like for a dude, we're supposed to go. This is not me, but a dude would just be like, "Hey man, she won't list these
She
CDs.
knew what she was doing.
But it
She
wasn't-
won't list these CDs."
The thing is that whenever you are at my 16, 17 to you, probably being like 19 or whatever,
bit, yeah.
younger, just being like a young woman. If I had a friend that was going over to a married man's house, I would have thought she was completely in control of that situation.
Exactly. But then,
But
when
you
I
have to realize
watched
that's
it,
the child, not the. But when we were that age, you were like, oh, that is
exactly.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
She
She's
knew what
flirting.
she was
She's
doing.
yeah.
She put the lipstick on. She was mad. She wanted the attention from another man and whatever. And then I watched
But even
it.
if she did,
Well, it felt good
it's not
because
like-
he was cool and he had a Les Paul and he liked music. And
even if she wanted the attention, it's his job to
100%.
take control of the situation with a child.
It's not fair that he has his shit together as far as what she sees and Bleecker doesn't, because that's a fucking child, you know?
And that's what I realized at this watch, because I hadn't seen it in between.
Right.
And so this
Interesting.
watch, I thought, okay, well, Jesus. I mean, I remember her being more of a really
aggressor.
go-getter.
Yeah.
I
And
guess
he led her into everything.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I
he did.
danced with so-and-so
even
at
just
this
sitting by her
prom,
watching
and
the
just-
movie, and
But
the,
then, and what was the end game here? She's pregnant. He and his wife are supposed to adopt, and he's like, "I'm leaving Vanessa.
getting it
I've got a lot." I mean, is it like now I'm going to have a relationship with you, my 16-year-old
But he doesn't
classified
want a
ad
baby,
friend?
and
no,
she's
it,
knocked up.
it wasn't going to be about that anyway. Just like in those situations with older men when you're younger like that, it's just even if it blew up her plans and Vanessa's plans, it still would have been a short-term deal for him. He never wanted to be
It was all about the conquest.
yeah,
for
he
him.
didn't want a
Yeah.
family with her.
Yeah.
He just liked the attention from her because she made him feel cool again and young.
Well, because he wasn't a tight band that opened up for the Melvins.
Well, the reason I asked
Which are
was
wedgies, by the way.
I felt like such a dope as I got through towards the end of the movie, because when they introduce these at the house, when Juno and the dad go over there,
Yeah.
I 100% felt like I was getting set up into she's a shrew, cold-hearted, sucks all the joy out of relationship. And this guy's just, trying to be cool. And I'm that age where I don't want to wear Dockers and polo shirts all the time. Like, I want to wear rock band t-shirts and chucks.
You're wearing
and
NSYNC right now. I just want to point
or
that out.
NSYNC t-shirts.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And
yeah.
so I 100% thought that's where we're headed with this.
Right.
That at some point in this film, Jennifer Garner is going to be such a control freak
Yeah.
that it ruins everything and blows everything up, and he's going to be brokenhearted.
That's where they're trying to get you, though.
And that's why this movie's amazing, because they pulled it off.
Yeah.
For most of the time,
they tried to get you there.
I think that a lot of us, especially now, we've watched 9 billion movies. You kind of can see what's going to happen. And even if you can't, you can still wonder, like, go like, okay, this is what there's a chance this could happen. I think they did a really good job of showing you, like, this is how the relationship works. And then you get to see the shift.
Yeah.
As it started to play out, like I said, it made me feel like a dope because I misinterpreted that. Well, I mean, I interpreted it correctly, I suppose.
It was supposed to.
In the sequence we're in right now, she goes upstairs and they're just playing guitars, and she's like, "Hey, we've got other stuff to do." And
sorry to interrupt your jam.
But you're not thinking of the perspective of this woman sitting downstairs with this girl's dad,
right?
And going like, "My daughter's just went upstairs, and my husband's up there now, and they've been gone for a long time."
100%. And this guy's probably cheated before, and whatever. And who knows? Even
if she wasn't even suspecting anything, it's just like, your child's in my house, and I'm responsible, and now my husband's up there. That could look weird anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want someone following them up there, even if you didn't get the bad vibes. It's your husband. Obviously, if she thought he was a creepy pervert, like, as far as like with young children, she would probably not be with him. But I think you're just sitting there and you feel like she's just being like, "Hey, you need to get down and do this."
Yeah.
But she's like, "Hey, this is weird that y'all are up here together."
100%. Yeah. The other thing that I wanted to mention here, though, is just the Tony Little reference, which has come up in our group a few times in the last few months. Tony Little was this fucking muscly exercise guy with a ponytail that was just like, "Hey, and ding dong dong," and they sell you these machines and shit. And it's just like, the guy with the ponytail, that guy just doesn't look right to me. It just, and oh my God, it's so funny to hear references like that from, back then, because they used to rule the TV. All these exercise people. Susan Powder, remember Stop the Madness?
Yes.
Remember that lady?
I mean, I didn't for the last 20 years.
Now you're reminded. You're reminded. So here's the scene, though, where he's running and the other kid comes up to him and he goes, "Did you hear Juno's pregnant?" Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like our mothers and teachers. Yeah. Did you hear it's yours? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's the one breaking the news.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Well, there you have it. Would you like to know the sex?
Yes.
No.
Please.
No,
Juno,
definitely.
please. No, there's no sex.
Planning to be surprised when you deliver.
Well, no, I want Mark and Vanessa to be surprised, and if you tell me, I'll just like ruin everything.
Are Mark and Vanessa your friends at school?
No, they're the adoptive parents.
Oh, well, thank goodness for that.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just see a lot of teenage mothers come through here. It's obviously a poisonous environment to raise a baby in.
How do you know that I'm so poisonous, Like, what if these adoptive parents turn out to be like evil molesters?
Or like stage parents.
They could be utterly negligent. Maybe they'll do a far shittier job of raising a kid than my dumbass stepdaughter ever would. Have you considered that?
No, I guess not.
Yeah. What is your job title exactly?
I'm an ultrasound technician, ma'am.
Well, I'm a nail technician, and I think we both ought to stick to what we know.
Excuse me?
Oh, you think you're so special because you get to play picture pages up there? My 5-year-old daughter could do that, and let me tell you, she's not the brightest bulb in the tanning bed. So why don't you go back to night school in Mantino and learn a real trade?
Bren, use a dick. I love it.
Roadhouse. Great. Yeah. So great. And I love it so much. And it there's so many aspects of that conversation that, first of all, the fact that any, sonogram technician or whatever would ever act like that in a situation. And I'm certain that it happens. Really? I'm certain that judgment happens. It has to. But it seems like you would have to be like, this is a joyous thing. I need to fucking act like it's a goddamn joyous thing.
Or just take your cue from them.
Yeah.
Just don't say anything.
You're not supposed to say anything. I had a sonogram tech that was just doing like a baby update for me. And she liked to tell me what was going on before the doctor did, which is not your fucking job, because you're not. She would tell me like, your baby's not growing.
Jesus Christ.
And I'd be like, what? And I finally had to like throw like a giant hormonal psycho fit. Like, I don't want to fucking see this lady's face again, because the doctor come in and go, everything's great. And I'm like, but she just told me that the baby's not growing. Like why is she speaking? Her job. And they were like, my doctor was like, her job is to sit down make you feel comfortable and say nice things, and that's it. They're not allowed to tell you anything.
Take the measurements.
Yeah.
Right. Now,
send them to me.
So no way
There could be a fucking
anybody.
fish swimming around in there, and they got to keep their mouth shut. Like,
Do you guys know what picture pages are?
No.
No, you don't. You know who did picture pages?
You.
Bill Cosby.
No.
Yep.
What is it?
Bill Cosby did picture pages on a show called Captain Kangaroo.
Wait, the comedian.
And here is the song.
and
Picture
rapist?
pages, open up your picture pages. Time to get your crayons and your pencils. Picture pages, lots of fun with picture pages. Time to watch Bill Cosby do a picture page with you.
Bum, bum.
And
Addams Family. Yeah.
I don't
no, it was Captain Kangaroo, Mr. Green Jeans, motherfuck, man.
He was playing off of your dun.
Oh no, that was okay, dun 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 dun. Whatever. Anyway, picture pages. That's what it was. And so Bill Cosby had do a picture page with you, and you could order the picture pages and do it with him.
A lot of people don't know he went on to do the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
He was Dr. Huxtable, Heathcliff Huxtable.
True story.
And then after that, he went on to do a bunch of
Wasn't he a
raping.
baby doctor?
Well, no, he did the raping while he was doing all of that.
Oh, it was the whole, it would span his entire
A lot of people
career.
don't know this. He also went on to do some time,
Yes.
Just a little bit.
for the raping.
Wasn't he a baby doctor in the Cosby
He
Show?
was, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, he also did Fat Albert, by the way, which we're being no, he didn't do him, but do you guys know that there was a cartoon called Fat Albert and he did all the voices and
Hey,
stuff?
hey. There was Mush Mouth.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in a time in this world where I can't do a Fat Albert impression because I feel like canceled.
Yeah, probably right.
Eric.
If that is what gets this show canceled,
I know. Do y'all think about this all the time? Do y'all always think about one day when I'm a congresswoman?
They're gonna.
Oh
dig
no,
up.
no,
I'm fucked.
I was naked on film
No,
in,
you're fucked
in
anyway.
Switzerland, running
you're
around,
fine.
slapping
the
it,
rest of us that have to worry.
slapping the other band members' wieners, and it's on the internet somewhere. So that I'm fucking out.
Yeah, slapping wieners, your favorite thing.
Slapping wieners, slapping wieners,
Well, if we
slapping
want to be famous, we
wieners.
can buy followers on bigfollows.com. Says the chat room.
Nice.
Well, so here's one of those things where it's an odd scripted thing that you'll never hear again. But she's like, what are the names that you guys have picked out? And she goes, Vanessa, she likes Madison for a girl. And Juno goes, isn't that a little gay?
There was a couple different
There was a couple of those, weren't there?
times in the movie
Yeah.
where it just seemed
The
a
cheerleader girl made another one of those kind of
little foreshadowing.
one of those things. Yeah, I mean something, but it was definitely not okay.
Dude, you talk about foreshadowing. When Juno says, I don't even know what kind of girl I am.
Oh, yeah,
and,
I looked
at Jared.
And there was pain. It was good acting, but I was like, God, that meaning is so different now.
Imagine what that felt like for her to have
Yeah.
to say at that time, and I mean her being her then.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Imagine because those feelings inside Elliot were probably already
there for a very long time.
and there is that person having to say those lines that had
And
to have been crazy.
Yeah, because Elliot was 20 years old at the time playing this character.
Right.
Totally.
So he already had those feelings probably for a very long
Sure.
time. Playing a girl being pregnant as a teenager and trying
Right.
to go through this struggle, that must have been
Must have been hard.
Yeah, from that all the way to the NC, whenever she's given birth and it's don't worry, one day you're going to be here on your terms, and just knowing that
So
maybe
many
that would never be something you'd want in your life.
I guess the thing is too, though. I mean, I guess if you're really thinking this out, you're an actor. You could just as easily be playing.
Sure.
You could
like an alien with three heads.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
Jason Bateman is, as far as we know, a creepy fucking weirdo that likes pregnant teenagers. I mean,
if you had been, I would have
not anymore. Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first.
So, but I like there are a couple of lines that are great. One of them is he's like, Juno. Yeah, that was like Zeus's wife. It's like the one that he really liked. She was really beautiful and really mean, like Diana Ross. It's
I
like,
laughed at
that was a really good
It
one.
made me. I didn't stop, but it made me want to pause it and look up Diana Ross to see if she's
And then
just
didn't
some
he say,
sort of
that was the
terrible,
first
like-
creepy thing. The first.
Oh yeah,
overtly
she's mean as
creepy
shit.
thing.
Diana Ross is.
Oh, everybody knows
Yeah,
she's
the
mean.
diva, the diva.
She's like a diva.
hitting people with hairbrushes.
No,
and
not like
shit.
that. Just like very, dude, she's been a fucking rock star since since 1964 or whatever the
Wrong.
fuck, you know. Okay.
It was 65.
That's what I thought.
Got him.
So, you're right.
Fucking got him.
Well, then there's the Vanessa's home. You better get out of here. Go ahead. Yep.
But that's like that's the first thing they did that I felt was like super overtly creepy. Was he just well, I think that suits you very well, and then just holding the eye contact.
Well, then you're right, because that's the Vanessa's home. You better get out of here. And that's what, all that shit. So
But
anyway,
he covered that up quickly. Like
they covered up.
He's like, because I can't sit around and watch movies all day, or she'll say I'm not contributing.
Well, she sees her anyway, and they're just like, you bought all this stuff, and it's like they're just full of. So one of those two is making some goddamn money, and he's a composer for commercials.
Well, he says that song. What was the product?
I got it.
Deodorant.
Titanium Power Men's deodorant.
Get paid for this kitchen.
Yeah. Well, there you go. But so there's all the gifts. It's just like nobody's going to throw us a baby shower. Well, why would you? Because nobody knows how to handle the situation. And that was interesting because throughout all of this, like their uncomfortableness with like, are you going to bail? Like, are you like 80%? Like, what are you? Where are we in this deal? Kind of thing.
Honestly thought that was the only conflict between them two. I really wasn't picking up on, as the story moves along, I start recognizing the kind of grooming, for lack of a better word, aspect of it. But in that moment, I just thought the only conflict between the two of them was that they had been through this before. He got cold feet, left her brokenhearted, and she's trying to protect herself from that being the case again. That's all I thought.
Interesting.
I couldn't tell because I feel like they alluded to the cold feet, but I feel like they leave it open ended. Like you're supposed to wonder if it was the pregnant woman or if it was him.
See, and I
never noticed. I thought it was the pregnant girl before, and now this time watching it,
I thought, well, it
maybe
could go
him.
either way.
They got their hearts broken.
Yes.
Yeah.
As opposed to him being the
as a couple.
culprit.
It's that's such a crazy thing. I don't know if you guys know this. It's not like not public information, but my brother and his high school girlfriend got pregnant she was 14 when she got pregnant, 15 when they had the baby. He was 15 years old, and they had an adoptive family like there through the pregnancy, through the whole entire thing. And it was such a weird dynamic because it was this tiptoey. They'd show up, they'd take them for ice cream, they'd do all these things, and I'd be like, are you trying to trade your baby for ice cream? Like, I hated the whole concept, but I was just like a grumpy 12-year-old sister. And it's that they try to prepare these people for anything can happen, and they swear they know it. And then my brother couldn't sign the papers the day she was born, and they had to go home, and they were pissed. They took back their basket of chocolates. It was this whole entire thing, but it's devastating. It was a traumatic thing for them, but it's crazy that you there's no way to prepare for this stuff. Also, crazy side note, they had one daughter and then found out they couldn't have any more children, and they wanted their child to have a sibling. And so they went through this whole entire process, and then they changed their minds because they were teenagers, and they decided that they wanted to go through with keeping the baby. And they got pregnant that year with another little girl.
Oh,
isn't that crazy?
That is
Yay.
One of those universal things.
Awesome.
But
I didn't know that part of the story.
Yeah. So watching this movie when I was 16 years old, I had a 4-year-old niece living in my house that I was like, it was such a weird dynamic because I remember what the hell's that actress's name? Jennifer Garner character. I remember her really kind of bothering me with the tiptoey, but I think I had just gone through it and I hated that vibe from these people. So I always found her really I never found any of it endearing.
Standoffish.
Oh, I hated it.
Did you watch this movie from then until now? Had you seen it in between?
Maybe once, but it would have been way back then.
Because I only saw it right when it came out, and then
same. Yeah,
and
same.
that was it.
Me too.
But that's a really interesting perspective.
Yeah, for sure. Well, on our way out the door, she's like, why didn't you guys just go to China? They just give babies away like iPods over there. They just put them in t-shirt guns, that sounded so much like something I would say. I had to fucking remind myself that I didn't write this movie.
That is something
Jarrett
would say.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. So let's go. Just a couple of other things that I thought were funny. I thought, she does tell Bleecker, I was just hanging out with Mark, and he's like, yeah, I don't know if that's a thing, right? She says that his mom looks like a hobbit and then races her up the stairs and slams the door.
But that, like, she maybe used to be attractive.
Maybe he was pretty one day, right? Anyway, so this is where like the love story kind of you don't really know. Like at this point, to me in the movie, they were just buddies and they both wanted to do it, and they did it, and they lost their virginities or whatever. But here, this conversation in his room is pretty awesome. This is the one that I told you where, you know, and again, he's off the hook. And I don't know how much I don't feel like y'all are putting enough stock in that. She says, he goes, you can do whatever. This dude's just out. He's out. Like every fucking 16-year-old kid's dream of like being in this situation is like, shit, I'm fucking out. Because her parents aren't going to sell him out. Like they're not going to tell his mom, and everybody's happy. And here she is she's going through this by herself.
I wonder if the parents knew. I'm so sorry for cutting off.
Her parents do.
No, I wonder if his did. I mean, obviously it's all around the school that he got her pregnant. I mean,
Yeah,
how does that not
his
get back?
parents would have
It's
to
a
know.
rumor, but they don't. And what is he gonna? Why doesn't he just
And
say
his
no?
mom already thinks that she's not good
Yeah.
for him and doesn't want her around, and then she ends up pregnant. Like,
Well-
Yeah, maybe
I
someone
think she
said like
could
she's
probably
just doing the
connect
adoption. Maybe you just keep it quiet, right?
When this is over, let's get the band back together.
But you're not insinuating that he's actively feeling that way. That's just your view of the situation.
Listen
right?
to me.
That he's living the dream, because I don't think he feels like he's living the dream.
I'm not saying living the dream. I maybe have said that. Here's the thing. You're 16 years old, right? And you get a girl pregnant and she goes, hey, here's the deal. I told my parents I'm going to get this taken care of. Okay, never mind. But here's the deal. They're not going to tell your parents, so you're not going to get in trouble. And so just don't sweat it. And also, hey, we can still be buds, you know, and we'll still hang out and shit all the time.
I just saw him at this point in the movie, because that does change for me, that he's just on the meek side. He's secretly in love with Juno, and really at this point is just willing to not rock the boat in any way to see how things play out.
I agree.
And
like
so,
it's scary. I feel like he's terrified. Like
terrified, but not overly happy about the fact that she's not going to keep the baby, and now they've got to be a high school couple raising a child together. I don't see that from him.
Sure, but if he wanted his parents to know, they would know, and instead he allows her to tell everybody else to keep it from his parents. This dude is breathing a fucking sigh of relief, man. I'm telling you right now. Because the biggest thing, the thing that you care the most about if you get some girl pregnant when you're in your teens is how your parents are going to react. This kid didn't have to fucking go through that.
I understand the viewpoint, but I don't think that's what the movie insinuates here. And I don't think that that's what the movie tells us.
Then why throw the line in? Then why throw the line in? Why throw the line in? My parents aren't going to out you to your mom.
Because he's scared shitless, and
right,
Juno knows that, but I don't get the feeling that it's a sense of relief as far as not wanting to do the right thing, or not wanting to be there, not wanting to be a stand-up guy.
Yeah, I think they gave him like the perfect perception of just like having like the perfect level of anxiety in this character. It wasn't too much, it wasn't over the top, he wasn't emotional, he was still a nice guy, but like you got that feeling that this guy was like anxious as fuck.
He's
like,
scared as shit, man. He's scared. And he's scared. You're scared for all the same reasons. I'm not going to get to go to college. It's going to ruin my goddamn life. My mom's going to be pissed.
But I think Casey's right. There is no way in hell that his parents would not know. Realistically,
I don't know. Then what? I think I think this dude. It seems like maybe he's an only child.
Yeah.
And his mom
didn't know.
His mom. You guys remember the conversation that his mom had with him in the doorway? She calls him 6 different names.
Yeah.
Like this kid, like, and so that's the thing. He just wanted to disappoint her.
But when Juno is 9 months pregnant and his friend runs up to him on the track and was like, "Did you hear it was yours?" Everybody knows.
Maybe.
Yeah, at that point, a school counselor finds out and fucking tells.
Yes.
That's what happens.
I don't know. All right. Agree to disagree. Well,
I'm sorry, I don't agree with that.
Well, you're correct. All right, so yeah, the creepiest fucking thing that happens in the entire motion picture is when she payphone calls Mark and just says, "I just wanted to say hi." I'm like,
yeah,
fucking gross.
See,
that was
and that's
fucking
on her.
gross.
She knew what she was doing.
No,
But I
on
think
him because he's a goddamn adult.
because he was there to hear it, and he was all
You
for
shouldn't
it.
be calling, and maybe that felt good to him or whatever.
No,
but you should not be calling me.
I think both sides are very guilty, but seeing it as a younger person, no marriage, no kids, no nothing, I felt like that was really weird on her part.
I feel like
it was.
But I feel like from her perspective that maybe, obviously maybe, I can't speak for what exactly is supposed to be happening there, but I think that she is, like she said, everybody she talks to is looking at her belly. Everybody's doing this thing. She's in this anxiety thing. The boy she likes taking another girl with a stink eye to prom. And this whole thing's happening. Funny. And I think she calls him because that's the world where people are understanding what's happening. And he's the cool guy and he listens and he's whatever. And I think sometimes you got to phone a friend. And I think she did that. And maybe, I mean, obviously it was inappropriate, but it was him that should have.
In hindsight, she saw this as a friendship. She saw this as sharing music with the future father of her baby.
And even if the attention felt nice or being treated like not just a teenage pregnant girl, being treated like kind of an adult, because he was treating her like an adult.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see why she might reach out because from an immature perspective, but he should have.
Yeah.
Hey, let me put Vanessa on the phone. She can say hi. Like, that's what you kind of have to do.
Because I agree with you, because what we don't see happen is more of that occurs throughout the film, and then when he kind of professes that this could be a thing, it's not like she considers it. It's not like she acts flattered by it. It is an immediate
100%.
This is not what I was signing
That's
up
not what
for
she was doing
at all. So I don't think there's any part of
even if the attention felt good, like obviously this is just a fucking.
I disagree. And the reason I disagree is because, like I said earlier, before she gets out of the van, when she's really upset, she goes straight there. She puts lipstick on. This is not a lipstick wearing person.
But there's something about flirting with the older teacher and about actually fucking the older teacher. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's got the friend that,
like, once the opportunity presents itself, you're like, oh, fuck, no way.
If you didn't have like a friend with an older brother that you thought was cute, that you obviously knew, you might put on the lipstick. You know what I mean? Even if it's not really.
I just feel like the intention was there.
A real
on both
option.
Parts.
Maybe.
But then once it presented to Juno, she was like, whoa, too far.
I think that she's also trying to perceive herself as more grown than she is in that house.
Yes.
Maybe that could be taken that way.
Absolutely.
Because she's a 16-year-old child stuck between the world
childhood
of
and adulthood.
Holy shit, I'm pregnant and in high school, and I am an adult who's pregnant.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I just think that you can look at it from a lot of different perspectives. And because of how it ended, obviously she wasn't there like on the hunt for this guy. I think that maybe the attention's nice and this cool person thinks you're cool. Maybe you fucking put on a little extra mascara. Like, I don't know.
And maybe you think he's cool until you realize he's not cool because he's a fucking creepazoid.
Yeah, I think the lipstick thing is a bit of a
red herring.
Okay. I don't actually know what that term means, and I think I've said that on the show. I think it's like a decoy.
Yeah.
Is that what a red herring is?
Kind of.
Okay.
That was a Scooby-Doo character for a while.
Because
and, like,
here's
the
the
new,
because
like,
and I'll like an example of that would be like, I have flat hair today. But honestly, if I were going to see almost anybody in the world, if I were going inside their house or whatever, like I would try to find some shit to put in my hair and stick my hair up.
Right.
Just so that I look like myself.
Never see her put lipstick on ever.
Yeah, I think there's an immaturity to it, but I think it was just like, even if it's a crush, it's not like a real thing. You don't expect that this guy is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, in
Makes sense.
Scooby-Doo, there's like a newer Scooby-Doo, not like new, but like not the old
New
one.
Scooby-Doo.
Not like new Scooby-Doo, but not like old Scooby-Doo. But they had a character called Red Herring. It's the only reason like this was always stuck in my brain. And they would like be trying to catch whoever the fuck was doing whatever. And they'd be like, it's fucking Red Herring. He's doing it. And he'd be doing like he'd lead them to the thing. They'd always think it was the Red Herring, but it wasn't.
It's called A Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
Thank you. Yes.
You're being really immature. You have no reason to be mad at me. I mean, you know, you broke my heart. I should be royally ticked off at you. You know, I should be really cheesed off. I shouldn't want to talk to you anymore.
Because I got bored and had sex with you and I didn't want to, like, marry you?
Like I'd marry you. You'd be the meanest wife ever, okay? And I know that you weren't bored that day because there was a lot of stuff on TV and the Blair Witch Project was coming on Stars. And you were like, I haven't seen this since it came out, and so we should watch it. And then, but oh no, we should just make out instead. La la la.
You just take Katrina the douchepacker to prom. I'm sure you two will have, like, a real bitchin' time.
Well, I still have your underwear.
I still have your virginity.
God, would you shut up?
What, are you ashamed that we did it?
No.
Because at least you don't have to have the evidence under your sweater. I'm a planet.
That's a hard conversation.
She gives me the stink eye, and he goes, I think that's just her face.
Yeah.
Pan
God,
over,
it's
and she's
so
got that
good.
like Bell's palsy.
Yeah, her face is fucked up.
I just think it's so. What movie? When did Superbad come out? Does anybody know that?
That's a good question.
2000.
Super.
It was sometime in the
Bad.
2000s.
Early.
For sure.
2007. Okay, so same time frame.
There you
go. Oh,
Obviously,
wow.
they're both. Oh, good for that guy. So yeah, both in 2007.
When was Arrested Development?
2007.
He was young. He was young in that. I don't know when the first one was, but he was definitely younger.
So he had a big year.
2007. 2003. Arrested Development. That's my guess.
That's what? Okay, hold on. Sorry.
That's good.
I'm liking it.
Yeah, but anyway, but like what's okay, 2003. But what's so funny is that this character, this little fucking, he sounds like Piglet from Winnie the Pooh when he speaks. It's always
Right.
felt like that to me. The stuttery little thing. And every girl in the world that doesn't want anything to do with their nice guy best friend that they're hanging out with every day
Right.
wants to just marry this guy. It's just the weirdest thing. Like it was
Yeah.
he's so endearing. And I
Yeah.
just think that's the funniest thing. Like he's the nicest of nice guys as far as characters go. And
He has
all the
banged
girls,
more chicks than David Spade.
and he's
Like,
a big old slutty slutterson.
This dude has banged every single chick in Hollywood. It's noted. More than like Vladimir, the guy from that 70s show, is like a big one too.
Right.
Wilbur Valderrama.
That guy.
Vladimir.
Wilmer. Like Hutchins.
Wilmer
that dude,
and Vladimir.
That dude banged a bunch of chicks, but this guy banged everybody.
It's just so funny. It's like every girl wants to do it to this guy that is
Yeah.
actually really just kind of like a fuckboy.
Skeezy.
And then, but like nobody wants to really date this guy in real life. We've all had that friend. He was super nice to go to movies with. But
This
like,
is the scene where I started to realize that he's not meek. He's just maybe quiet because I appreciated his.
He's a people
You
pleaser.
don't have any right to be mad at me.
Absolutely.
And then when she says, I was just bored, and he was like, and the way he delivers it, obviously funny, but he's like, no. You don't get to just tell me you were bored now that that's convenient.
Right.
You were just as much into us as I was because there was a lot on TV that day.
And I know
Yeah.
you said
Blair Witch was on.
just make out her la la la.
Creepy Mark
whatever.
takes her into the room where his comics are, which to me should have been Jesus Christ, don't go in there, Juno. Because God, I tried to write this phonetically, but what I wrote was on my phone, most fruitful Yuki.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
that's the comic.
That's
fuck
the
yeah.
comic book.
It's a pregnant superhero.
Reminds me a lot of you.
Which I think is nice. I think that
Yeah,
was
it's
actually
great.
a nice gesture. If
But
he had already
that-
had it on his counter in the kitchen.
I know, but that woman should not be running around like that with a baby and a samurai.
yeah,
in
they
her
wouldn't even let me play laser tag at main event
Yeah.
in that
No,
condition.
see.
That was the worst. I literally was standing in line. Someone just walks up and I was just like, ma'am. They're like, damn it. Like, ugh.
All right, this is exciting here.
Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. Hi ho the Dario. It's two truths and a lie.
Two truths and a lie. This is where Ant and Eric switch off, and we do a thing where they tell us three things. Two of them are true, one of them is a lie, and then we all guess, and it's awesome.
I appreciate Sean setting that to music that's about 1/2 a step off from what I was singing.
Yeah.
You could have chosen what you wanted, but nope. Sean, play that again.
Hey, that's me, buddy.
Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. Hi ho the Dario. It's two truths and a lie.
Yeah, you're right.
So good.
That's pretty fucking good, actually.
I'm not saying the singing was good. It was just a one-off thing.
It's just about
when you choose.
It's a little bit of like a half a step off.
Oh, it's so good.
You dick.
Evil genius.
All right, y'all ready?
We are ready.
All right. Fact number 1. The Green Day song East Jesus Nowhere is based on a line from this movie. Fact number 2. Juno was the second highest grossing film of the 5 Best Picture Academy Award nominees in 2008 after No Country for Old Men. Fact number 3. No one in this film ever uses a cell phone.
Oh my God.
Okay. Could you repeat number 2, please?
Juno was the second highest grossing film of the 5 Best Picture Academy Award nominees in 2008 after No Country for Old Men.
One.
Yeah, number 1. What was number 1?
The Green Day song East Jesus Nowhere was based on a line from this movie.
I don't know that song, so it's hard for me.
East Jesus Nowhere, loaded up and trucking.
We gonna do what they say can't be done.
We've
got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Just
East Jesus, Wyoming, run. Something.
There's a devil on the trail.
So never mind them breaks.
I never turn that song whenever it comes on in the car. I don't know why.
So I don't think anybody used a cell phone in the
That's
movie.
what I feel.
And the Green Day song is interesting, but I do not remember when that song came out.
I'm going to go with the cell phone. I'm going number 3.
That's the lie.
That's the lie.
Man, I don't remember a cell phone being used.
I remember a hamburger.
2.
2 separate hamburgers.
Yeah.
Hamburger guy.
All right.
Hamburguesa.
Man. I'm going Green Day song.
Oh, Sean.
Sean's also going Green Day song.
Casey already said.
Yeah, I said that one.
Green Day song.
The Green Day song East Jesus Nowhere was based on a line from this movie. The mother says it to Juno, says, you know, you don't have to drive out to East Jesus Nowhere.
That's good.
And the
motherfucker
interview says that was on the Green Day album 21st Century
Digital Boy.
What the fuck ever.
By Bad Religion.
I don't believe that's the case. The lie was actually number 2. Juno was actually, of the 5 Academy Award Best Picture nominees that year, the highest grossing film.
That
of
makes-
the
those
highest.
5.
That makes sense because
I know. I thought, well, it's made so much fucking money. Of course, it's going to be up there.
But also, the best pictures never make any money because they're all fucking bullshit movies unless they're fucking J.R. Tolkien or whatever the
so
fuck.
where was the cell phone?
That was true. No one in the film ever uses a cell phone.
Oh, fuck! I got it backwards.
I got it backwards too, and so the phone
didn't.
thing
I just
kept
fucked
throwing me out, throwing me. That whole goddamn game was fucked up.
That is true. Shit.
Anyway, we all got it
right,
wrong.
You got me on that one.
Sorry, I'm awesome at this.
Good job,
You
buddy.
really are good at it.
You are good. All right.
I'm leaving, Vanessa.
What?
I'm getting a place in the city. Got it all planned. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time.
No.
No?
No, you definitely can't do that. That's one big fat sack of... No.
What is the matter?
I mean, you guys are supposed to take care of this, you know?
Thought you'd be cool with this.
I want things to be perfect. I don't want them to be shitty and broken like everyone else's family. Come on, look, I'll have the baby, and Vanessa's gonna be so happy. You just...
Baby's not gonna fix everything. Besides, I don't know if I'm even ready to be a father.
But you're old.
Old balls.
Your old balls.
And you're just old.
What's your 5-year plan? Don't die.
Just old.
Oh, what? Big Daddy.
Yes.
Right?
Good work.
Yes. You guys, I saw that.
He's
Recently.
like, do not divorce your wife. You know. She and she's on her way out. She's like, I bought another Sonic Youth album and it sucks. And
And boy, did Jarrett Reddick agree with
Just
that
a bunch of
sentiment.
noise.
Totally agreed. It's such bullshit.
I've never been able to get into it either. And I can understand that there are bands out there that are foundational to other kind of scenes that get the ball rolling, and maybe someone with a little more talent listens to them and distills that into music people actually want to listen to. But
I don't know if it's talent. I don't know that it's a talent thing. I think it's just a like a different way of presenting it. I got fucking pissed off today on the internet. Because it was just like someone made a comment, or it was just a post where it was like, I tell you what it was. It was Paul Gilbert was doing a guitar solo. And then so somebody goes, hey man, it's so cool to see, musicians with talent, unlike anything that happens today, whatever. So I go, I'm curious to know, like, what in present day isn't talented, like who's not talented.
Everybody,
man, this pop, anybody behind a computer, jazz, blues,
jazz. Why don't the whole just play the right notes already?
Everybody, the whole thing. It just like, so basically, what you're saying is, if you don't like it, the person isn't talented. Listen to me. I don't give a shit if you can play an instrument. You can fucking sit behind a computer and make shit all day. If people like it, you're fucking talented.
I just watched a video of a 5-year-old that can fucking make songs on Pro Tools. Like, I don't know. That seems.
I've seen that shit. That's he makes beats in there, right?
That's fucking talent.
Yeah.
You know who else?
No, he also plays the guitar and does. He builds these songs.
You know who else doesn't play an instrument? Fucking LeBron James, and he's super successful.
Oh, so much talent.
Right.
Tracy McGrady.
Wow. This bit is fucking great. I love it. Yeah.
A lot of
Carl Price.
A lot of really successful
Just
people never went to college.
How you doing over there?
LeBron James and Frank.
Carl, good to see you.
Okay, Anne Frank was great at hiding.
Anne Frank. Have you guys know Diary of Anne Frank, right? But have you seen the Diary of Anne Frank on ice? On ice. Oh man. Oh, Diary of Anne Frank on ice, man.
That fucking.
Is that a drink that you order at the bar? If you
no, that's me and Scott Simons wrote that one time in Pittsburgh, and
they gotta change the name of that thing.
What?
You guys don't know this because y'all are the date rapers. But there's a
Angel
whoa. Nobody's date raped anybody in this room. I am so not a raper.
You as in the men.
Guys.
So a lot of bars, it's not always that one. That was the original. But they'll put a sign in the women's bathroom like, if you're on a fucking sketchy date, order this drink, or if you're doing this thing, like they give you a list of like what,
like
we'll call you a cab.
An Angel Shot like neat will escort you to your car. Angel Shot on ice.
No shit.
Especially with like Tinder dates and stuff. Like
is that and that's common? Y'all, is it still a thing or no?
Oh yeah,
it's more recently. It's in bar bathrooms for girls.
So I was in the bathroom at the airport the other day, and it said, and it was a boys' bathroom, and it said what?
Trafficking.
I actually wondered.
Yes, human trafficking.
I wondered if they put that in the boys' one because it's always been in the women's.
It's asked me
boys
if I was
trafficked too.
It asked me if I was being a victim of human trafficking, and I had to think about it for a second.
You're like, I don't know if I want to go, but Dave's making me.
Yeah,
I'm glad you thought about it.
Maybe I am.
Advocate for yourself.
I am. Listen to me. I want to fucking know where I maybe I don't remember being stolen. You know,
how did that get to Vegas?
How did because in the Vegas? Sorry. All right, guys. So here's the thing. He really is
calling you a date raper.
He really is leaving her though, man. He really is. He's like,
never saw it.
Listen, I've been thinking, like, I wonder if we're ready. I know we're prepared, but are we ready? The all the stuff. And she's like, hey, that shirt is stupid. Grow up. What do you want to fucking be a rock star, Kurt Cobain?
And
no, she's not wrong. He's still making a living doing music. Like the guy is, she's not wrong. And you know what? We don't know their marriage.
I was about to say, I don't necessarily think that he's wrong either.
Well,
here's
the
thing.
thing.
Think that they're right.
She's got big ears, but man, that jawline. Right? Am I right on this? Like
you're into it or you're not.
I'm fucking into it, man. I didn't even know that about until I saw this.
Dude, Where's My Car is where you decided she was
That's
hot.
completely different because she's like super young.
It's the same human.
Yeah, that fucking jawline is something special.
Yeah, she could take a fist, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, she can. I'll tell you that
Or
much.
a couple nuts.
Yeah,
like Jenna Jameson.
Is that right?
I bet she's so sad that Ben Affleck's with J-Lo
And
again.
so happy and everybody
I bet
loves
she's
it.
not. I bet she's not pissed.
I bet she's relieved.
I mean, I bet she's done dealing with his drunk ass, but she has children with him, and now he's married to J-Lo, who ages in reverse, and her ass just looks better.
Yeah, but you know what? I follow Jennifer Garner on the Instagram, and she is fucking. She's
doing fine.
dances around her kitchen and
Yeah,
shit
she
all the time.
bakes bread.
She just.
That's probably what drove him away. He's like, this is some
Yeah,
basic
if-
white ass shit that I'm not dealing with for the rest of my life.
I just feel like if our marriage crumbled, or anybody, like no woman wants J-Lo to be the next one.
No,
Like, you can be happy, but you just can't be J-Lo happy.
Yeah,
I've always wondered how the opposites feel. Like A-Rod.
Yeah, Aaron.
Aaron.
Well,
and Jennifer Garner. Like everybody is so happy that
That
Ben
they're
Affleck
together.
and- yeah, that they're back together
Right.
and they're happier than ever. It's like, well,
When
what
And it's
the
the
fuck
same,
was
it's
the
the
last
same name. Like
10
they were the
years?
original Benifer.
Benifer,
And then
right.
then they got Benifer like 2, and now she's back to the original.
But you
like,
know also that came up in their marriage for sure. Like, dude,
in
you
both-
still have
yeah,
feelings
both
for
relationships.
J-Lo, and like there's
yeah, and
still
now
a
Ben
whole
Affleck's
thing.
going like, I know you got feelings for Puff Daddy.
Ben Affleck's. That sounds like Donnie Baker. Hey, so Ben Affleck's is over Matt Damon, and
trying to get you to buy some insurance.
But you know what's
with the
happening.
Affleck.
What happened?
Eventually leaves me.
He's interrogating J-Lo about fucking Puff Daddy.
That's funny.
Puff Daddy.
Puff Diddy Daddy.
Diddy Lion.
No,
thought it was, or whatever.
like honestly, and
Not
be
it.
serious.
No.
Be serious. Does anybody actually know what he goes by right now?
Diddy.
Diddy Kong.
He's Diddy.
Diddy Combs.
Sean.
Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Sean P. Diddy Daddy Combs.
Jonathan.
Okay, so none of us know.
Puffy Diddy Daddy.
Sean
All right.
316.
Okay.
It's Diddy, isn't he? Does
All
he
right.
Diddy?
We
East
don't.
Texas
I have no
Sean.
idea. Fucking.
I don't
what
care.
it
He's
is.
Puff Daddy because I was alive in the
He's
90s.
always going to be Puffy to me. Like it's always Puffy, and that's the
Only
thing.
if he eats shellfish.
Oh, never mind. He's just
He
Sean
does.
Combs now.
No.
Stage name
Nailed
Puff Daddy. P. Diddy. Puffy or Diddy.
Jesus.
No, he doesn't go by that yet.
No, that's Kanye West.
Kanye.
I believe.
Yeezy.
I love
Yeezy.
Kanye.
That's Jesus.
All right. So she leaves the note for Vanessa as they're talking about having the collaborative divorce. And I tried to have one of those one time. It didn't work out.
Because it's easy because you don't have kids.
We did.
Which, what a jab. Like, that was the
Oh,
worst.
right.
Like, it
Salt
should be
in the
super
wound.
easy because we don't have children.
Ugh.
Well,
Ugh,
and
what
she
a
did, and
dick.
she just goes, "Thank you
Thank
for
you
making the call." Now,
for
at this point, are you sympathetic to Jennifer Garner's character? Like,
Oh,
I mean,
I've
or
been sympathetic.
Oh, yeah.
I like her through the whole
absolutely.
movie. I never, there
'Cause
was
the
never a
jawline.
point where seriously, there was never a point where I just saw this poor, successful, amazingly attractive woman who wanted to have a child and like wanted a life and honestly was willing to settle for this creepy ass fucking work at home fucking hack of a goddamn musician husband to get the child.
Okay, well, he wrote the theme song for Men's Titanium Plus deodorant.
Right.
so
And that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year long, Clark.
that's
Yeah,
fucking
I'm-
mailbox money, dude.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I
Until
agree.
they fucking switch the scent and then you're out.
We
Fair
all
enough.
know somebody who wrote a commercial pretty hard for a while. Like, that shit works out.
He
all
didn't
right.
write a commercial. I know how
I
much
said
money it is.
wrote it out.
It ain't that kind of house money.
It's a kitchen.
It's a
That's
kitchen.
all-
And
yeah,
that's what he said it
his
was.
You know
It was
what?
a kitchen.
It's a kitchen. It ain't that fucking house.
No, it's a kitchen.
I
She
just
obviously-
said that.
No, but I said it first.
You're right. You did.
Okay, but
Okay.
no, this whole movie, this time I had full sympathy for her as an adult watching this movie. I'm just saying, as a kid and Eric watching this movie, at first I thought that Jason Bateman was really cool.
Evacuation.
I
pump.
wasn't saying I thought he was really cool. I just felt like I was getting set up and I needed to prepare myself for that she's a shrew and is going to ruin everything because she's so uptight and like suburban
With her big ears and her perfect jawline.
bitch with her
A lot of people like it when girls are tight.
Can I just say?
Oh shit.
I need a video of next time that Jarrett pours himself a glass of wine because he literally fingered that box so hard and then sucked it off his finger.
You even hear what you're saying? Do you even hear what you're saying?
Why don't you pull
Here's
that
why.
sound
Here's
clip?
why. Because it drips on the couch earlier.
I know.
And I didn't want it to do that anymore.
Amy just screamed, fingered that box, and nobody.
And then sucked his finger.
No,
I fingered the
This is-
shit out of this box.
Was trying to be quiet so that Sean can pull the audio out of there.
We all were.
Okay, Amy, what happened?
You fingered the box so hard, and then you licked your finger.
It should just go.
But it was dripping.
Casey,
But it was dripping on the
Amy,
couch.
you fingered your
butthole
so hard.
This is only second behind. I didn't know that Jarrett's talents included flag waving.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's right. I am
Oh,
fucking good at that shit.
You know what?
I feel
He's
like
an excellent flag
I
waver.
feel like he should be in a parade. We went to medieval times.
You don't think he's
and he
ever
was
been in
just
a parade? Of course he's paraded. Look at him.
Oh, he had flourishes
with
at the end.
wrist,
and a real...
his wristness was amazing.
Okay,
Oh,
along
shit.
with quicksand and mirages and things we thought we'd deal with,
Right.
I thought there'd be a lot more ribbon twirling,
yeah, like
into teenagehood and adulthood.
Yeah.
What?
Remember ribbon twirling? It was like a thing.
Yeah,
Like
Chris
with
did
a
it. In the,
CVS receipt.
Chris did it in the almost video.
Rhythmic gymnastics.
There was so much
Yeah.
ribbon twirling when I was a kid. I thought everybody would have to ribbon twirl.
Right.
One time there's a Lizzie McGuire movie where she was in a had to go to like military school and she had to like, was that the one? Maybe I got those confused. Anyway, but she had to like ribbon twirl. And
Before
she
it's
just
too late.
And she just channeled. Yeah. She just channeled this like ribbon twirling excellence and she fucking made the win. Nobody?
You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm
What
fine.
happened?
I'm fine.
Did Sean tell a joke?
No.
And I've never seen a mirage and I ain't never been in no quicksand.
She just ribbon twirled.
Just, you know,
Nobody's ever been in quicksand. That's the thing. We all fucking.
Oh, Shannon.
oh, that kid,
no.
that kid behind Amy's house.
We spent our entire lives.
Remember the kid that got stuck in the creek?
Our entire lives.
There was a kid that got stuck in the creek behind my house.
That's not fucking quicksand.
Every time
It
he
was
struggled,
for
he
that
went
kid.
deeper.
He went deeper and deeper.
Oh,
and
and deeper.
All right, I got to
Like, I want you to go all the way to the bottom of my
But
penis.
we're almost done, so just let me go pee. Y'all don't stop shit.
Oh,
No. Let's just take a quick break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick. It can be a quick one.
I mean, just gotta, pee.
Evacuate.
It's just a pee.
When I come to Toronto, I come to play.
When I come to Toronto, I come to play.
Screaming comedian Sam Kinison.
Monday at 5.
Live from Ohio's News Channel, this is TV5 Eyewitness News with Roger Morris, Michelle Holden, Tom Hasselmeyer, Mike Hostetler, and the Eyewitness News team.
Good evening, I'm Roger Morris. Tornado warnings have just been lifted for parts of the TV5 viewing area. There has been some damage around Ohio, either by tornadoes, which have not yet been confirmed, or by high winds. The damage is in the Marysville area. Barns destroyed, power lines still out, but no injuries. Now, just last night, meteorologist Tom Hasselmeyer was saying that tornadoes can happen any minute, anywhere in Ohio this time of year. You were right.
Last night we focused in on Texas. Tonight it's Ohio. It can be anywhere during the month of April. And we'll take a look at the map now and show you exactly where most of the activity occurred this evening. A town called Marysville, 30 miles northwest of Columbus. South central portions of the state really got pounded today as a couple of different air masses came together. Cool air filtering out of Canada. It'll be quite chilly around here tomorrow. Warm, moist air surging out of the Gulf coming together along a frontal system. But the thing that really mixed it up this evening and sparked the severe weather was an area of low pressure that we watched move out of northeastern portions of Arkansas right up along the Ohio River into the southwestern sections of the state. And as that low pressure area moved along the front and triggered with that mixing of air masses, some powerful thunderstorms developed right over the central part of the state. The storm will continue to move up to the northeast, and then by later in the evening, about the next hour or so, it'll be east of us, and conditions will be improving greatly. For the rest of the evening, Roger, we're just looking for thunderstorms to taper off and just some scattered showers. And the upcoming week promises to return to winter time, so we'll forget about the thunderstorms for a while. In the next couple of hours, we'll update you that a little bit later.
Okay, we'll see you a little later on the newscast. Tom Tassamar, thank you.
The DeLorean. Gull-wing doors rise effortlessly, beckoning you inside. The sleek, stainless steel DeLorean. Beautifully crafted for long life. The DeLorean is one of the most awaited automobiles in automotive history. Drive the DeLorean.
Have it!
Trying to find the Nintendo games you want could be a lot like being in a Nintendo game.
Another dead end.
Come on, you can end up looking.
All right, so now here's the thing. So shit obviously hits the fan. They're getting a divorce, and then she does something that honestly, I think you guys know this, and I've discussed this on this show many times, and it's something that I wish I could do, and I can't, and I want to, and I want to figure out how to incorporate this into my life. But she lays on the hood of her car and she just sits and wonders.
Daydreams.
I have never sat and wondered in my entire life. I'm not joking. And ever in my entire life have I've never in my life sat and wondered. I've never sat and wondered before.
Not even like if you lay down to go to sleep at night and you just can't sleep.
No, it's just shit I got to do tomorrow.
100%.
Think about.
Or so shit that I got to do tomorrow.
Game of Thrones for a while.
And then I start to do this thing, but then I start to do, I have like a couple of things that I can do to try to get myself to sleep. And then I just get in an argument with myself. And then I just sing songs in my head. And it's fucking terrible.
Think about this conversation I had with this dickhead in like 6th grade and all the things that I should have said in that exact moment. Because that little cocksucker. But
there's an interesting word
late.
for that. There's a word that describes that feeling. All the things that you think of later after an argument that you should say. I don't know what it is. I think it's French.
I can't think of it.
So good.
I'll think of it
There's
later.
a word for guys.
I'll think of it later.
This is that's a Bowling for Soup.
That wasn't supposed to be a joke.
That's
but
a good
really
bit.
Funny.
This is a good new Bowling for Soup bit where I'll go. How many of you guys know that for 9 years we did the theme song for the #1 cartoon on the planet? And everybody would go, yeah! And I'll just go, we're not going to play it, just making sure that you guys all knew that's a part of our resume.
Important that you know.
You know, and but yeah, that's fucking funny. There's a word for this. I don't know what it is.
I'll probably remember next week.
Yeah,
I'll remember after
but
the
either way,
tonight, you're like, oh
we'll see.
shit.
So she writes this note. She's like, fuck it. You know, she writes this note. We don't know what the note is. You know, we don't know what's happening.
I thought she was drawing a map.
Yeah. I didn't know what was happening. But then it's at the door. There she goes. Now, here's the thing. She's a fast pregnant chick. If she
like
knocks
like slutty?
knocks on that. Oh no. Well,
I've never done that.
Yeah, she's easy and fast.
I've never seen Blair Witch Project. I don't know how boring that movie is.
I haven't seen it
either. You know. Anyway, she leaves the note. That's for Vanessa. We don't know what's going on. And a really great conversation with her dad, actually, here, where she comes in and he's working on AC parts like you do, you know, up there at the kitchen table.
Sure.
And he just goes, his tone is just so great. And you sort of realize like why she is the way she is. Cause he's like, are you having boy trouble? Cause I don't approve of you dating boys in your current condition. It's just skanky, you know. And
that's
then
what you kids say.
That's what you kids say. And he starts
tore up from the floor
up, right? Or whatever. And you know, it's endearing, and it's this. it really says a lot about their relationship, the way they talk to one another, and that was a good moment. I really liked that a lot. And she has a realization, I guess. And she goes to Beaker's and fills his mailbox up with Tic Tacs, which is nice. And then they have the thing where she's like, "Hey man, I fucking love you. My heart's pounding." And then they make out. And then all of a sudden she's in labor, right?
Yeah, and she doesn't tell him because she doesn't want to ruin the big track meet.
He sets a record that day, by the way.
He sure does.
And then he runs Forrest Gump style right up out
the thing.
And then they show him running down the
and then one day I was tired of running.
And I stopped.
And
I bet
stopped.
in 2007 that guy just smelled like sweaty balls and Axe body spray.
And just lays next to her. I thought exactly the same thing. I'm like, why would they throw the kid in the shower?
We know what a sweaty boy scalp smells like these days.
You live in Prosper,
Yeah.
so it's Ask body spray.
What?
Oh no, it's not.
That's fucking fun.
And then, out of nowhere, there it was. There he was.
But here is the church and here is the steeple. We sure are cute for two.
I decided not to call Bleecker to tell him that I was having the baby. He had a big meet against Mentino, and I didn't want him to get all worried about me. But he figured it out anyway.
I believe you said it needed to pee.
So I don't know if Jared, I know you watch some soccer. I don't think anybody else does, and I don't know if you remember who.
Football?
Yeah, the European footy, and I don't know if you know who Neil Warnock is.
Nope.
But he's just
Neil.
Yes, he's just an old.
He's an
soccer
announcer.
Soccer manager. Sometimes he's on TV.
Yeah.
He's coaching Middlesbrough, I think, right now, managing Middlesbrough. And
That means coaching, Amy.
and it's so weird because everyone has
Thanks,
their life is like a box of chocolates, and the way they say it, and no one ever really says it right.
Says it.
Says it right.
And then here he is on the television the other day quoting that as a 70-year-old British guy, and it was just
How could
so
you,
off-putting.
Please let us
could
hear
you
it.
do it?
It's
for
real.
us?
No, I can't because I can't do either accent, and to try to combine a British accent with
might
the
come out
Forrest Gump,
perfectly.
it's so weird.
Yeah, can you try?
Try.
Good day, mate.
That's pretty terrible. You're right. It wasn't
Yeah,
good.
no,
it
I
wasn't
don't
good.
like it.
I thought it over. I didn't like
Life
it.
is a
Life.
That sounds like a
Life-
Foster's beer
Life is
commercial.
like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, is Forrest Gump in British just Australian?
I think so.
Oh,
That's where all the
Outback Steakhouse.
Foster's. It's
Australian for
Australian by-
Outback Steakhouse. Right? All right.
You're right.
All right. So, there's some touching moments here. And so I ended up today, I had a really busy day work wise, and I had to go and do some running around. I had to grab my kid from school and take him to where he goes to the gym. And so he's in there for an hour and 15 minutes. So I watched actually most of this movie sitting in the parking lot, doing my notes like I do. Life is like a box of chocolates. Downloaded that motherfucker off Amazon.
Whoa.
And so you're probably wondering if in that kind of environment, do I cry?
I wasn't then, but I am now.
The answer is yes. Oh man, I was a goddamn
I knew
wreck.
the answer.
Oh fuck.
I knew the
This
answer.
goddamn him laying next to her, like the dad with the shoulders, and then Jennifer Lawrence, is that her name? What's her
Garner.
fuck? Jennifer Gardner, like with the baby and then the stepmom and stuff. Like I'm a fucking wreck, right?
Mhm.
And I know that my son's coming around the corner at any time, but I don't have to be embarrassed because he
But
knows
he knows.
his dad is a sensitive son of a bitch.
He knows what he's walking.
He knows
into.
what he's walking in.
Never seen a man in a Ferrari cry so hard. Jarrett Reddick sitting outside of karate or whatever.
No, I knew watching this movie apart from you that you were losing your shit.
Yeah,
Like, there's
well,
no way.
it began in a chair, it ended in a chair, and I just think that this last scene, her riding her bike and getting there and him just being so sweet and them sitting out there. And I realize it's stupid and I know that it'd be dumb. And if we were all driving by, it'd be fucking ridiculous. But this is, well, yeah, I mean, we'd make fun of it. But I just found the fact that they played, you know, the song from the movie together like that. And that she really sang it. And he really, I'm sorry, Juno really sang it. And Michael Cera really sang it. Bleecker, really, God fucking shit. I just found it so sweet. I really did. And I loved how the shot started tight and came out for a while and then it went wider and all of it was great. Man, this goddamn movie, it's so fucking good. It's so great. The soundtrack was awesome. You know, I wonder what you guys think about that band, the Moldy Peaches. So obviously everybody knows who I'm talking about, right? So it's the band that's like, you fart on the freak and everybody listens, and you farted on a strike and everybody.
So it's the song at the end. Okay,
But
I like that one.
But they did all the songs throughout the thing.
All of them?
Not all of them, but like all of the songs like that.
She's got 9 credits on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
So there was a song that bothered me to my core, and I know I'm very, I guess, I don't know. I'm the general population when it comes to music. I like the typical,
which is good. That's
what
good.
You like,
same.
You know,
this is why I was about to ask what you're about to answer.
There was a song in this movie, and it was very like, I walk up the street.
That's it.
And I get the mail. And nothing rhymes. There doesn't seem to be a rhythm or anything to it, and I hated it.
Yeah,
Kelsey turned to me. She's working.
Right.
What am I doing? Rubbing her feet, watching a movie. And she looks up and goes, is that the Moldy Peaches? And I go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
She's the song playing. And I'm like, I don't know. I pause it and Amazon has that X-ray thing. Tells you who's on the screen, what music's playing, whatever. Yeah, goddamn it. If it isn't. She goes, yeah, they have a song about cats that I think I know. And so after the movie, I pull up Spotify, start listening to this shit. My God.
Oh my God.
It is 1000% unlistenable. All of it, every single note of every single song. And those people have 350,000 monthly subscribers listening to this. And I'm just thinking to myself, you just want to die. And you're just looking for an excuse.
To like the kindergarten art. You know, like I could do that shit. I can write words on a page that don't rhyme and don't have any rhythm.
I've seen them finger paintings. No, but it's artsy shit, right? It's more than that. It has its thing.
It's anti-folk indie.
No, it is supposed to be folky. This is like, it was hipster music back then. Every movie, this was a fucking multi-million-dollar movie, but it made it feel like it was an indie film because of the fucking music.
God damn it. Wow.
Yeah, it
wow.
is. Exactly.
What
like
a fucking great observation.
And it made
She's
you feel
exactly
like
right.
When you're 16 years old, you're like refined because you're
$7 million movie, but when you put this kind of music in, all of a sudden you're just like, hey, fucking indie film, let's go.
Yeah, but then on pop radio, it's that man, oh man, you're my best friend, that song. And it's the same shit. You know what I mean? Like 2 years later.
Oh, that song is so good though.
But it's the same type of shit. Like, and you're like, I can listen to this, but it's still pop radio.
Right. This is just not polished. Like none of it's polished. And in fact, like
it did exactly what it was supposed to do though.
100%. It just sounds like two people. I'm so glad you guys have an opinion about it. I don't know what I think about it. I honestly can't figure it out. Like
well, I challenge you then between now and tomorrow when
we're doing another episode.
Oh, right.
Put on a Spotify.
Okay.
Moldy Peaches or the lady Kimye Dawson.
I'm just kind of surprised as like the acoustic guitar guy at the party that you wouldn't be into this shit.
Yeah.
What, she does solo stuff too?
Yeah, it's no Wonderwall, I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, but I want to, but I think that the part of the thing that makes this sweet is the two of them together.
It is, but I think the end of this real song talks about poop falling out of his pants, though, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, they
if they would have gone that far, I would be on board.
They do. No, they talk about like farts and poop and shit like that. But it's again, it's like artsy shit. It's like stuff that it's, I guess hipster is the way. It's like you show up at the thing and you're supposed to like it.
2 thumbs down.
Okay.
It's like people who like the Beatles.
I thought that I was going to be the odd man out on this one.
I like it a little bit, but it's nostalgic for me. Because
Listen to me.
like some...
I like it in this movie.
Sure.
I don't ever need to fucking listen to it.
No, it wouldn't be on my playlist, but I like what it did.
I do like that one song, something to think, something about.
That's
open the door and see all the people. That kind of thing. Yeah, I like that one. I remember that song very vividly, but the other one,
that song's fucking great.
No, I like it, but the other one, I don't know.
I wondered if y'all were going to do a take one tonight because I figured that would be the song y'all did.
I just thought of the.
And I wondered if you guys were going to get to the poop part.
We were going to do
Casey's mom.
But
do my mom.
We only ever do take one when I suggest doing a take
on
one.
the air.
I don't ever get a.
That's true.
I don't ever get a message from Jarrett that goes, "Oh man, watching this, would love to do this song," and I wasn't about. Nay, I wasn't about to text him.
Well, we haven't done the movie tomorrow.
One of these.
Here's the thing: I watched the movie the day before the goddamn thing. Like, I don't know. What do you want me to do, man?
I don't want you to do anything.
Fair, you want me to suggest something? No, because we're not going to have something to talk about for Wolves of Wall Street tomorrow.
Oh,
the Jesus. 3 goddamn. Has everybody made plans to watch that shit yet?
I haven't watched it, and I have to work all day tomorrow.
Good.
So I will be showing up tomorrow, pretending like I watched this when I really just read the Wikipedia article about it. Because there ain't no way.
Are you being serious? You're not going to watch it?
There's no way.
You mean Steel
When am I
Magnolias?
supposed to do it? It's a 3-hour-long movie.
You want to reschedule?
And I got work tomorrow.
Okay, let's reschedule it.
Or I'll just come in here and act like I watched.
I watched this movie on my lunch break today.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, Jarrett pulled that off once, but
I don't want to do that. So if you literally don't have time, then we'll reschedule.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Y'all don't have the calendar meeting right here, right now.
I
100%.
All right. So yes, I
For
did
Vinnie
cry
and Lucy.
in song, guys. Let's talk about this real quick. I loved this movie. I think this movie is absolutely 100% fucking amazing. I love the story. I like the interactions. I do. I just really, really like it. I think it's great. Eric?
I 100% agree with you. Like I said before, I was not anticipating liking this. In fact, was dreading it going in because am not, as a person of my age and having had all the joy sucked out of my life because life is hard and terrible, I am not equipped to listen to banter, this quick fire bullshit. And luckily, I did not find it to be that way. I found the writing to be phenomenal. I found the acting to be phenomenal. The soundtrack, as much as I did not like any of the music that I listened to after the fact, as I'm listening to it on my phone, in the context of the movie, it was totally appropriate and fine. I see why it made 9 million times its budget, and I really enjoyed this. Is probably a top 10 for me.
Nice.
Of the movies that we've watched for
done.
the show.
I wonder if like some of the dialogue stuff, in that rapid fire thing that Juno does. I wonder if it's that they don't have everybody else react to it in the same way that makes it almost tolerable for someone who doesn't like that kind of thing.
That's an idea. I think the only other, well, not the only, but I think another possible explanation is that in 2007, that was a kind of new way of writing the characters and writing the dialogue and the delivery of it. And maybe we're just used to it more as we sit here 15 years later. But at the time, it was really edgy, witty.
Well, it was sitcom-y.
In your face.
It was like, Mad About You. And, there was a show that came on after Seinfeld in the 90s called Mad About You. And it had Helen Hunt and Paul
Rubens.
Reisner in it. And it was that kind of thing where it's just like blah 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 blah, which that's a very English comedy thing to do. Only in English comedies, nothing's funny. But yeah, interesting. Well, I am really glad that you liked this.
Me too.
Casey,
this was my pick. I love this movie. I mean, I'm sure you all know at this point in the podcast, we watch so many movies that we don't just like watch new movies all the time. Like we have to watch 2 a week sometimes. You know what I mean? So like you pick movies that you think that you liked back in the day, and then you have to actually analyze them. And sometimes it's harder to watch than it was. And that's kind of been the theme of movies that I've picked. Even like Pirate Radio, like a movie I like hold really closely to my heart.
That was a great fucking movie.
It was a great movie, but having to break it apart, it kind of sucks.
Sure.
So I picked this one because it was my turn to pick a movie, and I was like, I love that movie, and it really held up to me. Like I felt really good watching it. By the end of it, I was like, I think that everybody's gonna like it.
Right.
I don't think that anybody was gonna shit all over it, at least, because we all do that too on each other's movies.
Right.
And so I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
It was different as an adult than
what she just said is something we need to start doing in the future for the show.
Taking a shit?
If it's your movie, you picked it because you either wanted to see it or you had seen it and it was special to you. I would love to hear, like she just said, predictions about whether she thought we would like it, who she thought
You've
wouldn't
surprised
like it.
me a few times now.
I would love to hear.
Shouldn't that be at the front of the podcast though? Like, hey, I picked this movie.
Or even at this point,
saying, as I went into it, I knew I liked it. I wondered if Eric would, because what I know of him, or I knew Amy would love it because we have this mutual shared experience with X, Y, Z, whatever.
Can I always be like, I picked this and I don't give two shits still? Fuck you guys.
But you know, watching it, like Pirate Radio, I knew everyone was going to like it enough. But by the end of it, I kind of knew who was going to like what for what reason and who wasn't for what reason.
I love that.
And this one, I was like, that's a fucking solid movie. Like, I think people are going to like it. I love this movie. I'm glad that you liked it, Jarrett. And Eric, I don't give a shit what you think. So,
and I knew that again. What's been really cool about the last few weeks, Rain Man again, I'll say re-entered my top 5, and that's a movie that I used to swear was the greatest movie of all time. Then I just sort of stopped saying it one day. It's like favorite bands, right? Where you're just like, Bad Religion, my favorite band, and then you're just like, okay, Descendants are my favorite band now. This movie is one of those where I was just like, God damn, I remember this being a fucking great movie. It's a fucking great movie. Now, Amy, you did not shit all over the movie.
No, not at all. I enjoyed the movie.
Okay.
I liked the writing, most of the acting I enjoyed, but just from the first watch, I enjoyed it. This watch, Elliot Page just bothered me. I just didn't like the acting.
And you're saying, though, too, that in Inception,
it made me look back on Inception, and I'm thinking,
maybe you're just not a fan.
I just don't see the appeal.
Yeah.
I don't think in Inception he had this amazing performance. It didn't bother me in Inception, but this one, getting down to the very quick-witted blah 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 blah, it felt very forced. In fact, even the crying in the bed when he was trying to give this baby away, it felt very forced. Like, I know that he was portraying this female character that was very independent and I don't care and I'm very tough and whatever, and I just felt like it should have been broken down a little bit more in that scene.
That's interesting to me, because when this movie, when it came out, this acting was so cool and edgy and fun and bantery that I think that I was really impressed here. And then whenever like Inception and stuff came out, I was like underwhelmed.
Oh, so it's a little bit backwards.
So I remember being like excited when new movies would come out, and I'd be like, okay, I'm about to see some badass, like, they had a movie called Whip It, about like roller derby.
Yes.
And I remember really liking that one, but I kind of feel like it would feel the same way as watching this one to you, because it's kind of the same banter. But when Inception came out, this huge giant movie where there's all the best acting in the world, like I was super underwhelmed by the Elliot Page.
Yeah. I just don't think that he was able to live up to the Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie. I mean, anybody would be underwhelmed compared to him.
Who is really? I mean,
I think we're on the same page.
Of course we are. But you know what? I mean, and I get what you're saying, because when I said the thing about like Juno in the convenience store to me, and you're like, that's what it was like for the rest of the movie. Yes. I totally get it, because if it felt like that, I'd be like, okay, all right. So they're just saying their lines and yada yada. Right. I honestly, that's not the way that it felt to me, but I totally get what you're trying to say.
And I think Casey said something about the soundtrack, and that made me think of Garden State. And I just looked it up. Garden State came out in 2004. And that's the first movie that I vividly remember as the very bantery, independent feel, but it was a lot bigger than an independent movie.
It was and 100% driven by that soundtrack.
Yes.
Zach Gaff? Is that his name? Braff.
But there was a huge following, and I remember just like, yeah, I'll hop on that train. And I didn't love it that much, but everybody else did, so I thought it was super cool. But I didn't think it was that. I didn't get it.
I think the bottom line is this movie feels like an independent film, but it's not. This is a big budget. I mean, $7 million back in 2007 is a pretty nice sized budget. And obviously it made $250 fucking million.
Yeah, way to go.
So all I can say is I hope all of the actors got a piece of that shit. Sean, you have to sit and watch these movies and pull clips. What do you think about Juno?
Oh, I like it. Yeah, I saw it when it came out. I don't remember if I've seen it since then, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Anything jump out at you as far as like you haven't seen this in a while, now you're watching it, like did the soundtrack annoy you, or because you're pretty hard on music?
Yeah, I mean, I like the main song, and that's just for what it is.
Said the thing to the dozen.
But what's funny is when you were talking about Jason Bateman feeling creepy, I remember him like making moves onto her.
Me too, and it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. But then I was like, maybe I'm getting confused
Mandela effect.
With
super weird.
With Hard Candy, her movie, where she played like a 13-year-old that was getting like the guy was like locking her in her house.
I have no idea. No.
But no, I like it.
Cool.
It's good.
That's an obscure
tell me about that
Romanian film.
Dude,
I'm sure it's 9 hours long, and it's his next pick.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many of you guys have actually. I don't know how many of you guys have actually met my brother, but my brother looks so much like Jason Bateman that sometimes, I'm not joking, it makes me uncomfortable. Like I swear to God. And with this haircut, it was fucking bizarre a couple of times. It was very, very weird. But great pick, Casey. Thanks everybody who listened. Hey guys, don't bail out just yet. We have so much cool shit to talk about here. Eric, listen to this theme song.
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaredgoes-to-the-movies@gmail.com.
I see what's happening here. All right. Hi, all. The fat and weird cookie people. Well, that's rude. The fat and weird cookie people said they reached out to you guys to send cookies. Please let them know if you want them to send you samples. That is from Diana Wheeler.
Yeah,
Diana,
we want that shit.
Oh,
wait a minute. Hold on.
One person in this room will not be receiving any cookies when you send them in.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but their initials are Amy Pitzinger. Who,
said they all look gross.
Yeah, and also, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Those cookies are too big.
That's,
what the fuck
I
ever.
don't like stuff inside of other stuff.
Fuck you.
Fuck.
Stand by.
I hate delicious items.
If they send a cookie, I will try it if
No,
they
you won't.
allow it. I said if
they allow it. Okay, it's up to them. It's up to them.
It's up to them.
Yep.
All I said was that one looked like it was pooping. That's fair, right? Like that happens.
I will give it an
No,
honest
poop
review.
is fine. Baby Ruths look like poop, but we eat them.
Yeah.
I don't.
And you put them in a punch bowl.
Here's the thing.
Kill all the
I
children
do think that we should get some of those cookies. Why
'em
don't
up our
we?
butts.
What about we think about this? I'm trying to think of special things to do for the 300th episode.
300 cookies.
No, Amy,
We
that's
all have to eat
Amy,
300.
that's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, how big are? I mean, maybe we could figure it out.
Perhaps some of these things that have come up throughout all of these things, we could be like, okay, we've got these cookies from such and such, and that's a part of the episode. And then
How many
we
bites?
You haven't done how many bites
How
yet.
many bites?
So we do how many bites again? You know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I
everybody
like it.
comes in on an empty stomach,
Okay.
and we fucking have how many bites, and then we do
Get
Wait,
some
wait.
hibachi.
They should-
Pepperidge Farm.
No, it should all be a surprise, and I should see which ones I can get here.
Oh yeah, I like that.
All right,
idea.
you handle it. So send the info to Casey.
No, I'm talking day of.
No. Listen, that just fucked up the whole bit. So we want to get these. What are they called? Big ass fat fucking cookies.
Weird and fat and weird.
They are now.
Fat and weird cookies. We would love to have some of those for our 300th episode. Please contact Sean. Sean will. You can contact them, right? Okay, Sean's got.
They contacted us already.
Yeah, he's got it.
No, they sent us a thing.
So what I think happened is Diana signed on. Then we got the cookie people hitting us up.
Okay.
And then she sent that. So I think she knows the cookie people. And she said, hey, they talked about your cookies because I sent them an email.
Right.
We're
And
so
But I looked the guy up.
These
He's real.
cookie people won't stop talking about us.
Oh my God.
Sorry, you're obsessed with me.
They are in Florida, so it would need to be shipped here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure that shit out. But we would love to have big ass fucking fat fucking cookies.
Do they sprinkle bath salts on the top?
No.
Sweet and salty.
Yeah. Just
all right.
See, but also actually, dudes,
Oh,
we should fucking goddamn do
bath salts.
What? But like,
yeah,
just shit that's come up. Like,
some faces.
okay, Ritz
Mushrooms.
crackers and frosting, and just try it. And
A
see.
Miracle Whip versus mayonnaise blind taste test with
Yeah.
some tuna sandwiches.
Oh, I could taste
I don't
that
like
We do our
either.
300th at a hibachi.
instantly. Oh boy, everything
Yes.
just got real. All right,
Okay.
we'll figure this out.
Let's
Anyway,
watch the
I
movie
do want to
300
try
at
these.
Hibachi.
I do really want to try the cookies. So either 300th episode or Super Bowl at my house.
Okay. All right, next up. Dear all, you may have noticed, or not, the absence of my name while reading out the shares over the past few episodes. This is entirely due to being banned from Facebook for 30 days. My crime, you ask? I called a very good friend of mine a twat in response to him having called me a cunt. Apparently, this was bullying and or harassment and contravened community standards. What a load of bollocks. Anyway, I've been paroled and will commence sharing again, and I will be less sweary in my comments, lest the Facebook police ban me forever. Thanks for brightening my Fridays. Keep it up. Kindest regards. Anybody want to know who that's from? Anybody?
No.
Have a guess?
I have no idea.
That's from Barry Ferguson, the
Barry
original $1 cunt.
Dude, just how English that fucking entire
Twat.
message was. Well, just even though you go twat and cunt, like just and then you're just like, and whilst like shit like that. It's so
Contravened the
Yeah.
community standards. It was shambolic display.
well.
Atrocious. It was atrocious the way
Yes,
they're
it
treating you,
was,
Barry.
yeah. All right, Barry. We're very, very, very sorry.
Also,
We're glad to
don't
have
make
you
your-
back.
Don't make your Facebook less cursy. Just do it. Just
You
go
do
for
you,
it.
man.
Yeah.
So we at the emo night thing, I had Bowling for Soup's we call him Daddy. He's our original record promoter for Jive in the Texas area or whatever. So we've known this guy since 99, 2000, whatever. And he's been a champion of us for so fucking long. It's crazy. Anyway, he came in and he sits down and it's like, well, I just feel kind of out of touch because, I just got out of Facebook jail. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like you're always in Facebook jail. And he goes, yeah, I've been in Facebook jail 27 times,
Oh,
and they've deleted
and
like 4 of his
and they
accounts.
finally deleted my account, and so I keep having to make new accounts and shit or whatever. Just like he just says, but this guy, his stories are
Not
fucking-
worth it, man.
Yeah,
Just let them delete your shit.
just let
Move
them
on with
delete
real
their shit.
life.
Dude, I got in trouble the other day on Instagram.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I did a teen mom thing. So they were talking about this teen mom deal, and they go, it was one of those. He get the step, I get the step. He get the clock radio, he cannot afford. Great success, right? And so they do these on this TikTok. Have you heard of TikTok?
I mean, I've heard of it.
So it's basically they just make somebody versus somebody. And so it's like one character versus another character or whatever. And so I go after all that's over, everybody's comparing Chelsea and Janelle. And so I go, this Adam, he is number 4 prostitute in all of Cossack because that's her ex-husband. And I got fucking taken down from Instagram for that shit. Because I called this Adam a prostitute from Cossack.
The fourth best.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
He's fourth. This is my mother. I love her.
Good thing you didn't start in with throw the Jew down the whale.
Yeah, right.
Whale.
The
whale.
Oh wow, that's your Christian roots coming out.
Dude,
that's Jonah.
Here's the thing. I've been guesting on this podcast called Teen Mom Trash Talk, and I'm having the best time.
That makes me so happy.
But I am also on their Facebook, and the shit that they latch onto is so much like what our audience does or whatever. So like anytime they talk about this character Amber who's on the show,
Amber Portman,
that's her. Anytime they talk about Amber Portman being in jail, they just spell it GEL.
Gel.
She's in jail
jail
or whatever. And I'm new to the fucking Facebook group, and I can't stop laughing every time I read it. Like, oh, because it was when she was in jail, you know. It's so goddamn funny. It's like Casey's friend who wears hills.
Yeah, she always wants to know what the dill is.
What's the dill? And I wear hills. I
remember that podcast we were on together, and it was Dell.
Yes, Dell, Tucker and Dell.
That was Dell.
Tucker and Dell.
Dell. Everybody loved Dell. Okay, go ahead.
She's the one.
Yeah, that's the hills.
All right, next up, the gang talked about Aldi in the latest Rain Man episode. This is a very popular There is a very popular Facebook group called Aldi Aisle of Shame Community. It's dedicated to Aldi's middle aisle of random shit. Candles, cabinets, swimsuits, sports bras, etc. And how you go to Aldi to buy eggs or milk and end up with a cart full of random crap. Don't join this group unless you have a lot of free time. That is from Annie Allman.
What's the name of the grocery store?
Aldi.
Aldi's nuts.
No.
Oh, what?
I was gonna say, Eric, do you like Aldi?
I got him! I fucking got him!
And then he was gonna say no, and I was gonna say Aldi's nuts on your face.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I did that.
You played it so well too, because I felt like you weren't paying attention to part of the email,
Yeah,
and you wanted
wait,
to
hold on.
clarify. God
What
damn
was
it.
what were you gonna do?
I was gonna
She had the
ask
full
if you
setup.
like Aldi's.
Well, that's what I asked him on text message, but he really slow played it.
Yeah.
If you would have said, "Do you like Aldi's?" I'd have caught on to that. For him to say, "What was the name of the store?" Because I'm reading. I don't know. He's not over there on his phone dicking around doing.
I was
whatever.
actually, yeah.
talking to Sean, some bullshit.
He was
Hey,
super
I don't
dicking
talk to
around.
Sean during the show.
Next time we gotta, just whatever. But God, played it so perfectly, you cocksucker.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome. It was a term of endearment.
I appreciate that.
Jarrett, why are you ignoring me?
Oh my god, I've not heard that in a long time.
I'm gonna hear that in my sleep.
Oh.
All right, next up. Hey, gang. To our good friend, hero, and national treasure, Mr. Woody Chambers, it took about 1.5 years in you moving to the land of shitty internet, but scoreboard out. Dr. Jason Aylesworth and Kitty
Damn. All right. Yeah, he did it. Did he beat him?
Yeah, went one up on him.
That's right. Man, that's crazy. That Woody literally never gets beat.
Hold on.
Okay.
There's more to the story.
Okay. Is it a real battle?
Greetings, my most excellent friends. Actually, I'm going to read this like I'm Woody. Hey, greetings, most excellent friends, because I'm a total idiot.
What the fuck?
I don't know. That's just my impersonation of Woody. Greetings, my most excellent friends. I was able to catch just a bit of 5 questions today and witness the win by Dr. Kidney Pete. My reply is simply this. Congratulations, it finally happened. Dr. Stinky Whizzlebits Esquire finally has more wins than I. All it took was me moving to the backwoods of Narnia for it to happen. I've been dark for almost 8 months. I've played 3 times. It took you that long to finally pass me. Well, congratulations. Guess you got more wins. Oh, wait. What's that? Winning percentage not up to my standards. Took you 20+ tries. Had to change the entire game because they felt bad for you that you kept losing.
I feel like you need to read this like a professional wrestler.
I'm comfortable in my greatness. Feel free to revel in your mediocrity. Love you, mean it. Woody. Woo!
It was.
Does he really have more wins than him now?
Yeah, but it
does he fucking really?
Twice as many tries, you know.
Jesus
doesn't matter.
Christ! Oh my God!
So
Not in the wrestling community.
So right now,
Right.
Jason has
Oh God, this is the hottest gay sex I've ever had.
What does that have to do with anything?
Jason has 16.
Jason and Woody touching tips.
Jason
yeah,
has
that
16 wins. Jason has 26 appearances. Woody has 15 wins with 20 appearances.
Yeah, Woody's fucking pretty
A
goddamn
machine.
a machine. Yeah, I
I do
mean,
think they should make like wrestling promos.
Sean can
We
dress up
should
as
have
Mean
them
Gene.
battle it off on episode 300.
maybe we should do the thing that we were supposed to do back in March and have the goddamn tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if any of you
That's gonna be
listeners
fun.
want to play FIFA with me and
Okay,
Jared,
no, that is never going to happen.
we are going to do it for episode 300. Jared and I are just going to sit there and play soccer. You know,
Me and Amy are gonna go to the bar.
Seriously.
4-minute halves. We'll just play real quick. Just to
Dude,
get it out
here's
of
the thing though. We could do that on Twitch and probably build our goddamn, because people just want to watch people play video games on there.
Probably not us. We suck.
It turns out nobody wants to play video games with y'all.
Okay, god damn it. All right. Any more?
That's it.
Well, man, that was fun. Hey, thanks for sharing, everybody. Or do I do Eric, how do people connect with us?
On our website, JarrettGoesToTheMovies.com. On Facebook, Jarrett Goes to the Movies, or the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. On YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies, where you will subscribe and turn on notifications. On Instagram and Twitter at Jarrett Movies. On Patreon, which is where you can join the winning team, support the little podcast that could. Patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, Jarrett Goes to the Movies at gmail.com. Text us or leave us a voicemail. The number, as you may or may not know, is the same either way, 714-451-6029. That's 714-451-6029. Don't forget to join us next week when we discuss the film El Lobo del Mundo Financiero.
Excuse me?
Sean
I think we're doing Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh.
Oh.
That makes way more sense.
Was that Wolf of Wall Street in Spanish?
In broken Spanish.
Portuguese.
Sure.
Some shit. All right. Hey guys, don't forget, and sincerely, please, 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 when you pull over, leave us a good review. Why not rate the show with 5 stars? We appreciate y'all so very much. Thanks for sharing. Chris Pulse, David Kendricks, Simon Rogers, Barry Ferguson, Joey Bishop, Armadillo, Woody Chambers, Tyler Corey, Jay Palladino, Walks New Pussycat, home of the Hibachi Thunder Roll. We appreciate y'all sharing. And what's that? Sean can't hold it in.
No,
so
Woody.
happy.
No, hold on. So the day after your show, Woody texts me. He goes, "Hey, my little daughter. She asked about the podcast, and she goes, who's on it?" And he said everyone's names, and she goes, "Did you just say armadillo?"
Okay, that's pretty good.
So he was like, "Let's put armadillo."
Armadillo.
Yeah,
I like it.
Hilarious.
Childhood trauma popping up.
Yeah.
No, but it's the reason we couldn't name Zoe Emma, because we just thought
Armadillo,
about it.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
it
the last
happens.
name Dillo's already kind of asking for it, but whatever.
That's almost like Johnny Hildo, right? Like,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah. You know what? It's nice to meet you. My name is Barry Vagina. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That bit. That fucking Jason Priestley Saturday Night Live is one of the funniest ones that's ever
Rest in peace, JP.
ever happened. He's not dead. Everything's fine.
Oh, I thought he died.
Oh no, that was Luke Perry.
Oh, same. I mean, same.
No, it's not the
Okay.
same thing.
You can't forgive me for thinking Jason.
I
Priestley's
can forgive
dead.
you, and we're good. Everything's fine. Hey guys, thanks for listening to the show. We love y'all, and we will see you down the road.